Yeah.
Not sure what it is, but it's being targeted. Well, okay, I'm sorry. I'm not even the one that makes dinner, so don't blame me.
You gotta eat dinner.
I don't want to eat dinner in the middle of stream, and I can't go any later than I already am, so.
It's either you're a little late or you eat dinner at like 10 o'clock your time.
Yeah, exactly. God forbid I'm 2 minutes late. No, that's. I stream 6 days a week, but God forbid I'm 2 minutes late. No. What will we ever
No.
do?
Cancel it. Series is over. We can't. You were 2 minutes late. It's all done.
Say Edward. Well, I mean, if I got, yeah, Nimrod. If I got Kamaru as co-host, well, you get your wish. You wouldn't even need to ask him. He would just go shout it anyway. Just join. Just have like a Civ session with him. He's gonna say like 10 times without even asking. 10% volume. Belt is 50%. Okay. Okay. I were to turn his, he's sitting up, that means the game setting would also, like, the volume of the game would also go up, which is probably obscuring his voice a little bit. If there was a way to
I could
separate
always try.
What?
I could always try fiddling something with my mic.
Maybe so.
Like,
I'm here, alright. Am I easier to hear now so I put my mic up a bit? It's not too bad. I don't know. I don't think anyone will ever convince me to play a mobile game.
yeah,
I don't think...
I've heard good things, but it's a mobile game.
Maybe if it weren't a mobile game, then I'd play it, but it's a mobile game, so I'm afraid not. Can barely hear you guys. Well, I mean, I've set my mic up to pretty loud, so I don't know. I can set it up to full, but I might start setting echoey. Okay. Oh, never mind. It was fine there? Okay. I'll just put it back down a little bit. Your loading screen? Yeah, I know. I know. I'm not playing the game right now. Okay. Let's see here. Set to full plus ultra. What? Made a good drink. We'll be the judge of that. It's not a good drink if it has alcohol in it. If it has alcohol in it, if it has alcohol in it, it's not good.
If it's a nice glass of lemonade, I'm all ears. Tell me about it.
You had it good when it was at full. Oh, you meant that's it? Well, I mean... Okay, I mean, I guess I can do that, but, people are gonna start complaining in 5 minutes that it's starting to get echoey. There's 10% alcohol? 10% lemonade or 10% alcohol? Gnome Proctor's probably 10% alcohol.
No, it's 10% 10% lemonade, 90% alcohol.
That sounds about right, yeah. I can't, you guys. I mean, I turned up the volume all the way. Especially, I mean, I have it at full. Okay, I can turn him up, but again, the game audio will also go up, so it'll just hide his voice a little bit more. Yeah, maybe Ness's volume is too quiet. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, what was the deal with all the bots on the last Skyward Sword stream? I missed
That
that.
was we don't really know ourselves. Okay, the settings are a little bit different here, but they should be similar. So let's see. I guess we can start. Proctor is baiting. I don't know who to listen to. Let's go and start.
All right, let me listen to the audio.
Okay. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
You sound fine to me.
Okay. All right. Be perfectly now. See, I can't satisfy both of them. If one is okay, the other one's gonna be mad.
Just pick your favorite.
50 viewers, the ice gods. Yeah, true. Now game
We're a
audio
bunch of immigrant workers.
Is the game audio too loud? Is that what you're saying? I could turn that down, but it also keep in mind that also makes Belt go quieter. That's the problem. I can't split his mic from the game audio. So it really depends. Wait, I thought I actually ended up going to the harbor. I guess I didn't.
We looked at it, but you backed out.
I didn't know I could back out, but oh well, whatever. Yeah, I didn't start the map, so I guess it's ordered.
I think it was like a reset. I think we had to like get Saber promoted.
I don't think I reset it though. As far as I know, I didn't reset.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
This is what I'm telling you guys. This is what I'm telling you guys. I called it. Now it's gonna sound robotic. This is what you can't win with audio. You just can't win with audio around here. You just can't. You just can't win with audio. You just can't win. I don't understand why it does that.
Just deal with it. Get better ears.
Yes, get better ears. Now they're gonna say it's too quiet. Now they're gonna be like, well, it's not robotic anymore, but now I can't hear anything. So I assume. I don't really know how to, like, believe me, I wish there was a setting I could hit where I never change it ever again. For a very long time. Believe me, I've changed every single stream. Every single stream, it's a guessing game.
Yeah, we complain every time.
Could watch it with no game audio and it'd be good still. The audio is louder than me? Wait, what? Well, I can turn...
You want us to turn off the BGM?
I mean, that kind of sucked because this game has good music.
Like, you want to just sit here listening to the awkward silences between us talking?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd really want to. I set it down a little bit. I'm not sure how much this changes things, but... Okay, I'm gonna listen to it myself.
You want to just sit here listening to the awkward silences between us talking?
Yeah, I don't know if you'd really want to. I do kind of sound robotic. Down a little bit. I'm not sure how much this changes things.
Thank you, Super Poder?
Yeah, I'm not sure why I sound like that, though. Okay. I would listen to Final Fantasy BGM instead. That's kind of an L take, not gonna lie. I don't even really know what Final Fantasy music sounds like, but it's probably an L take. You made it so the audio is bad now. Let me go check it myself because I can't trust you guys. Final Fantasy BGM instead. That's kind of an L take, not gonna lie. This is probably about as good as it's gonna get. This is probably about as good as it's gonna get. I don't see a way it's gonna get any better than this. Man, it's gonna take forever if I do try to fine tune anymore. Anyway. Also notice it's only Proctor and Ness that have really complained. I mean, yeah, to be fair. To be fair, yeah, whenever I sound robotic, yeah, everyone was complaining, but mostly it's usually just Ness and Proctor. Maybe I should just ignore Ness and Proctor when they're the only ones that say it's bad.
Super Potter said it sounds good, so I'm trusting that it sounds
But
good.
now the music is low. I can adjust that a little bit. Yeah, as of right now, the only chatters I'm really going to listen to in regards to sound quality is Mario, Rizu, and Super Potter, since I know they're not constantly bickering with each other. Proctor don't say sus stuff, challenge impossible.
Good thing Oof isn't here.
You think she hasn't said that around him? All I'm saying is that type up is bad. Well, like I said, from now on, I'm just not gonna listen. If it's just the two of you saying like there's something wrong with the audio, I'm just gonna be like, deal with it. Now, yeah, if someone else says it, I'll be like, all right. Both you and the game audio is good. Okay, thank you, Mario. I just hope that Belt's voice picks up fine on this. Hopefully.
I can try and adjust microphone settings on my end too if one of the one of the more compliant chatters thinks I'm too low.
Last two streams were good. Well, the problem is that I do end up adjusting my volume back and forth because I have a co-host for one and not a co-host for the other. So that's part of it. Anyway, let's go and let's get Sarah promoted. I didn't really want to do this map again, but unfortunately,
we kind of have to.
Yeah, because unfortunately, the way that promotion works in this game, you actually lose out more by not promoting sooner. Can you hear a belt clearly? Okay, good. Come on, I'm just trying to help. Well, yeah, but the thing is, whenever one of you says it's good, the other one's like, no, it's never gonna be good. And vice versa. I've never, when it comes to volume, heard you two ever agree and say like, yeah, it actually sounds fine. So the problem is, since I'm not listening, I don't know who to go off of. It's difficult to appease two parties when they're constantly in disagreement.
Yeah.
But when everyone else is just like, yeah, no, it sounds fine, then who do you think I'm more willing to think is saying it how it is? You know? Because like I said, Mario, Rizu, and Super Potter seem to be like, yeah, no, it sounds fine now. I mean, they make up more than half the chat right now, and they're saying it sounds fine, so I think if more than half the chat's saying, yeah, it sounds fine, then I'm just going to assume one of you is trolling. Or you just have, like, bad speakers, I don't know. Maybe you're not trolling, you just have bad speakers. This guy's got a killer lance? The heck?
Huh?
This random bone walker just has a killer lance. It's kind of
How much might does he have?
It has 5 mites. That's actually quite a bit.
I mean, what's his attack power? Because, is this something Dalbar can handle?
He does 17 damage.
Ooh.
So, that's quite a hefty amount. In Valbar would take 3 damage, and could take 9 from a crit.
Yeah, this sounds like it's his battle to fight.
Probably, yeah. Unless we can just kill him from range.
Oh yeah, there's that.
We do have range attacks. I don't know who is because I can't tell who was trolling and who wasn't. Or it's possible neither were trolling or it's possible you're both trolling, I don't know. I kind of doubt you're both trolling though. Okay. I guess let's get going, and I don't want to do this map again. Please don't make me do this map again. I don't want to do it again. Really don't. Really, really don't. I may even cut through this little block thing just to get over there a little bit faster. What a bit. I don't know.
At least let's let this be the last time we do it.
Hopefully. Yeah, we can destroy that wall. Let's do it. Oh, there's actually 2 blocks, huh? Interesting. What we got here? 9 damage? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, see, this is like the one Fire Emblem game where you wouldn't want to promote at level 20. Well, I mean, there's maybe like 1 or 2 other games that are like that, but this is definitely one of them because, I mean, 1, you're not ever getting to level 20, and 2, you kind of get punished for promoting later rather than sooner.
I actually vividly remember my first Echoes playthrough. I decide, okay, I'm set in my ways. I'm not promoting it, early promoting. I have to go at 20.
And that hurt you, didn't it? It kind of screwed you over.
It became so tedious, I broke my rule. I promoted as soon as I could.
I think in FE3 you may also want to do that, because you could promote at level 20, but the thing is, your stat caps are like are 20. So it's like a GBA game, but your caps don't actually increase as you promote. So it's just 20, like you can easily cap your strength before promotion, and you'll be capped the entire time you're promoted.
Oh yeah, didn't your caster do that?
A lot of my units capped their strength, but yeah, Caster did it really fast. He capped his strength way before even promoting. He kept his strength at like level 17 or something. And so for the rest of the game, he just never leveled strength. Because he literally couldn't. So yeah, in a game like that, you may actually want to promote earlier. Because your caps are just really low. And odds are you're probably going to hit them. You'll want to do that for FE5. I could see that, yeah. I mean, I've never played FE5, but yeah, I'd imagine COD games don't have particularly high stats.
Yeah, I know that the cap for Thracia is 20. For everything.
Yes, it's probably pretty similar then. FE4 is the one that does it really differently. It's where you get 30 levels, but you have to promote at 20. Like, I think you can only promote at 20, and your unpromoted units cap out at 20. So, like, you're kind of just forced to promote in order to do anything else. But you can't promote before then either. It's kind of weird.
Kinda like Tellius then?
No, Tellius is... No, like, you have to actually manually go over to, the castle to go and promote. In Tellius, you just, once you hit, like, 20.8 or something like that,
you level up after 20 once, then you promote.
Yeah, yeah. Which, I do kind of like the system, don't get me wrong, but, I mean, it's nice because you don't ever need any seals to promote. You can, but it's, like, who uses that?
If you do, like, if you want an early Valkyrie miss...
Yeah, that's true. But you don't have to. If you just don't like it, or you just like getting to level 20 like us, then it's pretty much the only thing you need to do.
Rare Tellius W.
Yeah.
Although I think there's like 2 or 3 Master Seals in the whole game in FE9.
I think there's more in FE10, but yeah, it's just like, I never
Definitely.
use them in Tellius. There's no reason to.
I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version you had to use seals to promote in FE10.
Really? That's interesting. You may as well use them. I don't know, because it's like, if I'm just not, like, if I'm playing Tellius, I'm just not expecting to use seals to promote. I just don't
Yeah.
play the game and think, yeah, I need to early promotion. Early promo isn't homo, it is. In most cases, it is.
It is, in 90% of the situations, entirely homosexual in nature.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I agree in those early COD games, yeah, you might as well just promote whenever the heck you feel like it, because your stat caps are pretty low, but in the games where the stat caps are higher, it does kind of matter. Or if it has, like, Echoes promotion, then yeah, you probably want to promote sooner rather than later. If it has Echoes or 3 Houses promotion, then yeah, you probably want to promote earlier rather than later. But, like, for example, in Fates, like, I know people are like, oh, you should just promote at level 15. No. Why would I do that? Why would I do that in Fates? Like, you still gain 5 more levels. And those Eternal Seals, they cost a lot of money. Get the most you can without having to pay, like, 20,000 gold to raise one unit's cap by, like, 5 levels.
It's also just super easy to level up in Fates.
Yeah, that's true too. And dual strikes can make units that don't quite do enough damage, you know, do what they need to do.
That's how I trained up a few of my units after bit of a rough patch in my Birthright Ironman.
Oh yeah, especially in Rev. Like, remember my Rev Ironman, I managed to trade up Saizo, who was pretty underleveled. I remember this one guy in the Goonclave that he like tries to act like one of the best Fire Emblem players ever, and he's also a Rinka Gooner, so you know he's not actually as good as he says.
So he is the best Fire Emblem player ever. He's achieved enlightenment.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, when I tell him, like, okay, you don't really need, like, because he was making Anenko sound like a really difficult fight. I'm like, he's not that difficult. It's like, oh, this guy really thinks he's so good at the game. I'm like, no, Anenko's fight is not that hard. It's really not.
Maybe it is for him when he's using Rinka.
Yeah, maybe. Like, for a guy that tries to talk like he knows everything Fire Emblem, I don't know, man. Anenko's fight's not that hard. And yeah, I played it on Lunatic. It wasn't that hard. In fact, when I first played it, I was so rusty on the funnel map that I did think I was going to lose someone. But I was like, wow, that map is easier than I thought it was. That I expected it to be. Talking about Speedwing? No, Speedwing never... I don't think Speedwing has ever said that Anarchos is difficult. In his defense, I don't think Speedwing has ever said that.
Speedwing's actually pretty good at the Anankos fight. I saw their rev draft.
Yeah, Speedwing is pretty good at rev. I may disagree with his take on Rinka, but I will say, I mean, he does know what he's talking about. Except on Rinka. I mean, I've said it before, like, you're free to use whatever unit you want. If he likes using Rinka, that's good for him. But,
yeah.
I will not agree on Rinka actually being worth training.
Like, sure, it's a single-player game. Who cares? But, like, when you're just spouting off nonsense, it gets a little annoying.
Yeah, like I said, where I draw the line is when people are like, "Oh, she's really good." Absolutely, like, she doesn't take that much to train. Now she does. And if you like to do that, you know, we all have our bad units we like to use, and so there's nothing
me
wrong.
And a certain someone.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, liking a certain unit. But when you're trying to sell them as something that they're not, that's when I have a problem with it.
I mean, who would ever just, like, constantly hype up one unit and tout them as being very decent at what they do when that's usually a bit of a, what's the word?
Stretch? I don't know.
Stretch, yeah. Who would ever do that?
I mean, it's like, yeah, she's good at tanking or whatever, but she requires a lot of work to really do anything else. That's the problem. Even then, her HP... Like, what tank in the series, besides Rinka, has bad HP? Like, what? How many tanks have you heard of that actually have bad HP despite having good defense? Like, it's counterintuitive. If I have a tank, almost all the tanks in the series I can think of have a good HP, at least a decent HP stat, if not actually a really good one. Oh, there's Wildy.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody other than Rinka.
Yeah, I generally can't. No one in the series I can think of that has a bad HP stat, but like a good defense stat.
Just think about it. You need HP to tank.
Yeah, exactly. Hector, maybe? He starts... Well, yeah, but his HP is not really that bad later on, though.
Why am I lying about what?
I don't recall Hector's HP being that bad. Yeah, maybe at the beginning it's not very good, but no one's HP is that great at the beginning. I mean, maybe Eliwood has like slightly more HP than him, although I kind of doubt that. But like 19 HP at the very beginning of the game isn't really that noticeable. Because again, it's the beginning of the game. No one really has that great of HP. Yeah, like Oswin maybe has like, I don't remember, like 28 HP, but he's also an armor. You kind of expect him to have a lot of HP. Okay, Saber got defense. This is nice. He got A rank and swords.
Well, he's totally the GOAT. Just ignore all of his out-of-house performances.
I like how you changed that. You used to be like, oh, he's so good. And he's like, well, only if he's in-house, though.
I mean, you gotta face facts. Like, I was misremembering some stuff.
You know what? I will
The
give you
game
credit
treats
though.
him.
You don't have the delusion of Rinka fans because you at least realize his shortcomings.
Like, I think he's really good in-house. However, the game does not like him out-of-house, because you just lose him after time skip on any other route other than Golden Deer and Crimson Flower. The way rank level ups work out-of-house aren't doing him any favors. He'll start with D riding whenever you get him, which isn't good.
Yeah, because the AI just specializes him in the wrong places.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll say this happens to a lot of other Three Houses characters.
Oh yeah.
But it hits Lorenz a lot harder.
Because he tries to do a lot of different things, and the problem is the AI just kind of fixates on maybe like one thing, but it's not really what you want to primarily focus on.
You need to focus on him early and have him choose a speciality.
Yeah.
And you can't do that out of house. I'll admit it.
I'm going to go and maybe kill this guy? I don't know. Interview for the position of listening in charge of people? I don't know if I would trust Proctor to be in charge of anyone, honestly. I'm not
No
sure.
comment.
I don't think I would. Seems too chaotic. Seraphim Gaming? I love how accurate it is. It's just amazing.
Like, all the holy weapons are pretty good, like, yeah, but Seraphim most definitely.
Okay. Alright, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Let's go heal with Jenny. Jenny's level 7, that's not too bad. I bet you the main EX species we'll be getting from now is probably just going to be Invoke.
Yeah.
Probably.
Does she have Physic at this point? I can't remember.
I don't think she does. She only has Nosferatu, Heal, and Invoke. I assume she's soon going to get Physic, maybe at rank A, or at a certain level. She's really close to A rank in Magic. Like, really close.
We need an archer, we'll lead.
Yeah, we need one. Jenny's a girl? You didn't realize that? Yeah, Jenny's such a male name. Yeah, we all know so many boys named Jenny.
Isn't there a Jenny who does pro wrestling?
That's probably just a tomboy, though, to be fair.
I'm just making that crap up.
I've never heard of any...
I just was like, okay, what's a typically masculine role? I thought pro wrestler.
We should change Pride Month into Fried Month. Just a month where you eat fried food.
I live near a KFC.
Base! You can get started then.
Oh, I already ate dinner though.
A meal cat named Jenny? Okay, I don't believe that. What would you...
Send proof.
Wait, maybe he thought it was a girl and named it Jenny, but then didn't change the name later? I don't know. That's my guess. Ate fried chicken an hour ago? See, Waleed's already celebrating Fried Month.
It's too bad we only caught it at the last day.
Make me dictator of America and I'll just change Pride Month to Fried Month.
Deal. I mean, you defeated George W. Bush. That basically makes you the president. Everybody knows it's American tradition. If you beat the president, you take his role.
I mean, that's kind of what the Roman Empire did. You just overthrow the previous emperor and then become the new emperor.
Well, you did something right to get there.
Well, I guess so. Jennifer? Oh, I see. To be fair, I named my cat Luna, which is short for lunatic, because she was insane.
He loved Rev so much, he named his cat after a game mode.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't really know anything about Fire Emblem back when I adopted her.
Yeah, fair.
He's kind of a fanboy.
What kind of pizza is it, Proctor?
Alright, it's time to promote Saber. Well, once we get through this enemy phase. Oh, this is one of those green guys. God, they give so much EXP. You know what? They're great for Valbar. Speed, luck, and defense. I will take it. He's getting a lot of speed. I know he's still really slow, but he has leveled a lot of speed. I think his base is like 2 or 3, and he's already leveled a few points of it.
He's a Myrmidon in heavy armor.
Yeah, he's like Meg or something. I don't know. I think he's Meg.
Meg?
Yeah, apparently. Donlot, get over here. Margarita pizza goes pretty hard, not gonna lie. Okay, you got another level. You didn't get speed that time, but hey.
Choose a different acronym.
Yeah. Proctor, that's kind of... Proctor, why do you like this?
Can we not encourage this, please?
Yeah, let's not. Let's not. I don't want to get put on some sort of list. I mean, I probably am already on some sort of list, but preferably on one that's more so involving explosives. Because there's at least dignity in that.
Yeah, that's getting gone next time it happens.
Or at least put another C in that, so it just says CCP instead. 'Cause that's just funny. Okay, so yeah, Saber is now promoted. I don't really think he got that many promo bonuses, but he does have 14 speed, which is pretty good.
He got
14?
2 con.
Oh, he did? I didn't realize that. So yeah, he's gonna be doubling everything. Proctor, why you... Proctor, why did you do that?
So anyway, how did Skyward Sword go since I wasn't able to make it?
Besides the boss, it was kind of uneventful.
Oh, Mike Wazowski's girlfriend?
Yeah, we killed Mike Wazowski's girlfriend.
Dang.
I don't know if it was a retard moment, because, like, I think that was pretty intentional. Okay, Ness, you can stop.
Yeah.
The idea is to just not mention it at all, instead of... Okay, any more mention of that, even if it's just in reaction to someone else, is gonna get a timeout. It's no longer just gonna be deleted, it's gonna be an actual timeout.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, now we can go to the harbor.
And we can finally be free of Act 2.
Yeah, so this is a new map. Unless we still get the castle. I don't know. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I don't know. Maybe this replaces the castle.
It is more interesting than just 3 guys and Conrad.
There's a village there next to
Maybe Conrad shows up to help.
Maybe. Okay, what do we got here? I know we got some pirates that are just on the water. Hey, they're better than Shadow Dragon pirates in the first chapter. You have like no those. If you've ever played Hard 5 Chapter 1, ugh. Like if you had like some place to choke them, it wouldn't be that bad. But you just have to fight like 5 or 6 of them, and you cannot really afford them.
Well, yeah, you can choke them. Just like plug up every bit of water you see.
Your units can't go in the water though. That's the problem. They can. You can't.
Yeah, I know, it's awful.
Yeah. Honestly, if they just gave like some sort of choke point or something, or heck, if they just gave you like a few vulneraries, I think that map would be a lot more doable.
What is Shadow Dragon's deal with no vulneraries? You just
I don't know. It's the only game where I think in the start you get like literally 0 vulneraries. You can't even buy any from the shop.
They're so sparse.
Like not even Marth has them. Like at least in FE6, they give a few vulneraries to your guys, as in most games in starting.
You've got like 3 you start out with in FE6.
Yeah. Yeah, but Shadow Dragon, you don't get a single vulnerary on any of your guys. I don't know who, like, it would it kill them to give you, like, a vulnerary or 2? Like, it's not like vulneraries heal full health, it's literally just 10 HP. But it help you against the onslaught of, like, 6 or 7 pirates that just immediately go for you, like.
So, quick question. For a novice Shadow Dragon player, what difficulty would you recommend starting out with?
Honestly, I've played, let's see, like, I think normal originally. I think I played hard 1 and hard 3. Hard 3 is actually not that bad. Like, surprisingly, hard 3 you'd think would be a lot harder. It's not really that bad.
Okay.
It's a lot easier than hard 5 would be, I imagine. I don't know what hard 4 is like.
I've just never beaten it.
But I played hard 3, I did a full run of it, and I was like, that actually was not that hard. I didn't think it was really that hard, honestly. I expected it to be a lot harder, it wasn't really.
Because of just how much hard 5 is?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a bit more linear, and I was like, hard 3 may actually be kind of challenging. Maybe in like a couple maps it was, but like, I probably could have Ironman hard 3, and I probably would have been fine for the most part. And that was a few years ago, before when I was a lot worse at Fire Emblem. That was probably back in like 2020, 2021. And I'm sure I could do better now, but if I was able to do that well on hard 3, I'm sure, you know, I'd be able to Ironman it pretty easily.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on these guys. Hard 1 is good difficulty. It's probably kind of easy. Because if I found hard 3 to be a little bit easier than expected, then hard 1 would probably be really easy. These enemies don't look too bad, but we might want to block off, we probably want to secure these villagers. I assume they give you something. Maybe they even give you a unit. Who knows? Who knows?
Do I like baked potatoes? Yes.
Had them a bit as a kid. I wasn't too big a fan of them.
If they're just plain, yeah, they're kind of bland, but if you know, deck them out with some good stuff, yeah, they taste pretty good.
Okay. What a shame. This harbor used to be the place to be in Southern Zofia. Good food, good shopping, and of course, a great bar scene. Now look at it. Bro probably goes to gay bars. These no good brutes have run everyone to their house. Wait, why is Leon the one talking?
It sounds like it should be Saber dialogue.
Probably. We better warn the townspeople before the pirates get to them. And if I know a thing or two about sailors, believe me, he does. About swooning over them, at least. Rude? Anyway, where there's one, there's bound to be more on the way. So keep a sharp eye on those waters to the south. So I'm guessing these are the pirates we're trying to stop. Like, these guys are the ones that raided it. That's not a lot of time. That's maybe like 2 turns away. So yeah, that might be a bit of a tight time limit. He finds out the Pride Month is over.
His stats go to 0.
His stats actually just go to 0. Bowie torch. I don't think Bowie's torch is really that useful here. Yeah, this place is plenty lit up. I'm sure that'd really do him a lot of good. Looks a little different. Yeah, he decided to open his eyes. Where's Cowboy? There
He's not Brock anymore.
Yeah, see, he opened his eyes. It's a lot of enemies that you have on your flanks to start off with. It's kind of unfortunate. Let's see, what do they got? It's not too bad.
And of course, Kamui just has to have some crit on him.
Yeah. I think the first turn's gonna be very important here. Just given the sort of situation we're in right now. I don't foresee this village really being in trouble, at least for right now. But you never know. You never know, man. You never know.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna pull a nasty one on us here. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I just get the feeling they're gonna do something. Something that I don't really want them to do. Let's see if Bowie can do this. I'd hope so. Okay, there we go. Very nice. The intro animations when you start a battle are cool. Yeah, they're from, like, if you remember Shadows of Legend, they have those little intro animations. I like that detail. I will give this hack credit that it has a lot of attention to detail. Like, there's a lot of attention to detail. There's a lot of stuff that they could have just ignored, and I don't think anyone would really complain about. But they went, you know, above and beyond with that, and I really have to appreciate that.
Yeah, they were thorough when they made this. Like, they knew how much Bowie likes to eat flour.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. May miss, that's not very good. But you know what? I think Celica can make up for it, because Celica's just May, but better, really, if you think about it. Okay, we get Saber over here to take care of this. He does say, I'll take care of this. Or, I'll take care of this, but we'll see if he actually is going to take care of this. Or he's just memeing. Yeah, he's just memeing. But at least he's blocking off the Merc. That's what's important, I think. Because right now what we need to do is block off the pirates. The pirates are the problem. The pirates are the problem at the moment.
You know, I think there should be at least, like, 7 more pirates on the water.
Oh, don't worry.
Maybe a fog of war.
They're probably going to get reinforcements. I'm sure they will. I don't doubt it. We can work on chipping some of these guys down. He's on a force, isn't he? I think that's why he's so inaccurate. Yeah. So you know what? We're gonna go shoot. I'm gonna shoot this guy. Oh, nice! We got a crit. Let's go. That just gets rid of one enemy for me. That's helpful, especially right now where I really need to start cleaning enemies up a bit. So this guy's just guarding the house. That's kind of jerkish. This guy just guards right here. So you can't just go and get here that easily. That's kind of jerkish. It's probably not too bad, but you gotta remember, these guys move kind of fast. At best, we have 3 turns to make it to this house. I don't think we do, though. I kind of doubt we have that much time. We could start invoking. We could invoke so that they can get past us. Guerrilla warfare. I want guerrilla warfare, not guerrilla. Not like resistance.
The
fights.
apes.
I want monkeys running around killing people. That's what I need.
The berserkers in the next game are just apes.
Yeah, they are, if you think about it. That's the weird thing.
Finally...
FE3 actually has berserkers, but they're like a really weird class that uses swords. It makes no sense. I'm not sure. It's an enemy-only class, but they only use swords. Okay. I'm just like, wait, what? FE3 berserkers make zero sense. All they do is just use like devil axes. Not devil. They use devil swords. It's really weird.
Yeah, we'll get apes as berserkers. We'll get elephant riders as archers. It'll be great.
Yeah. When we were fighting that pirate woman, yeah. Seems like the type to LARP as a Brit bomb. I don't know who LARPs Brits, but.
Why would you do that?
Could LARP as any other race or ethnicity or whatever.
And you choose the British?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was the one that uses the Master Sword. I still think it's kind of funny that Fire Emblem has a Master Sword. It's like, what? Did Link give you permission to use his Master Sword? I don't think so.
That seems as good a time as any for my confession.
What?
I started playing Breath of the Wild.
Oh no.
I was just curious, you know. I wanted to see, is it really...
Is it that bad? Yes, it is.
Is it that bad? And I think I'm having a little fun with it. Just a little, though.
Okay, that's what's important.
I found a horse. I named him George W. It was
George W. Okay, yeah, we really gotta get to this village. We need to kill this mage and get to the village. We need to do it really fast. Unfortunately, Leon hits like a wet noodle. Actually, that's not too bad. Okay, I mean, I wish it killed, but that's okay. You can't expect everything. Okay, we really need to make use of our units here. I feel like this would be really hard to do on Lunatic. This map seems like it'd be pretty nasty on Lunatic. Unless you have like some other tool to deal with this, which I doubt you would. There's no playable axes in FE3 Book 2. Yeah, I do think it's kind of sucky. I don't really like that. I don't know why they decided to just cut out axes entirely. No axes allowed. Okay, thanks, Kaga.
Yeah, Mario, I got one.
Can we just use magic on this guy and kill him? Yeah, we could. We could indeed. And I do like that. Yeah, you know, we need to really go and cook. We need to cook right now. We really do. So, I'm gonna go kill this guy. Who's gonna play Mario Kart with me?
I will.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. Okay, is Aura in this game? I think it is.
I think so. I think Delphia
May
has it.
May or Delta? Yeah. Does May get it? I feel like May might get it. Where is she? She's right here. Okay. Yeah, May gets Aura.
I think they both do. They're
Probably.
very similar units.
Yeah, they're both kind of nukes. Okay. Mario Kart World, I doubt she has a Switch too. But if she does, congratulations. You wasted your money. Yeah, what we gotta do is we gotta block out that village. I think what we'll need to do is we will need to... You have world? Watch her say she has world, but she doesn't actually have the Switch 2. That'd be funny.
She bought the $80 version of the game.
I got Switch 2 for Gunnar games, but yet, guys, she doesn't actually goon. She just buys Gunnar games and plays them.
Why would you buy a Switch 2 to play
Mario
quote-unquote
Kart.
Gunnar games?
Yeah, that too. Although I could at least make an argument for buying it for Mario Kart, because it's Mario Kart. Proctor as Dio? Probably. I was joking? No, you're not. That's what you want us to think. You want us to think it's a joke, but it's not. I'm a little worried about this village. I bet you they're gonna summon like thieves or something up in the north, or pirates in the north that are just gonna start trying to ransack the village. I don't know why. I just have a feeling they're gonna do that. Didn't Mario Kart World just die from what I heard? Maybe. I don't know. It's possible.
What do you mean died?
Like, no one
I know they
plays
made
it.
an update that people didn't like, but
Maybe it just really killed the game. I don't know. This is actually a really good spot. Watch just make both of these. Although if Leon's really cool, you know what? Leon, if you're straight, you'll crit. If you're actually straight in this hack, you'll crit. Okay, he didn't crit, but he did land both attacks. The question is, do I want to go for the hand axe? The answer is probably, because he can soak up all that damage even if he misses. So, likely yes. Because they will not be able to do damage to him. Sure, there's this steel bow, but it's not going to double him because he's actually faster than the archer, which is funny. Valbor actually faster than an archer. Even if he didn't have the steel bow on him, he'd still be faster, which is really funny, actually. So yeah, we'll just do that because there's literally zero risk in throwing Valbor in here. Because he could take 2 fires and still be fine. Heck, he could take 3 fires. So yeah, let's do it. And we kill the mage. That's actually really good for next turn.
yeah, that is really good.
That is exactly what we need. Like I said, I would be a little bit afraid for this map in Lunatic. This map in Lunatic seems like it's actually pretty scary. At least if you're trying to get the villages. Yeah, if you don't really care about the villages, then yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. But if you actually are trying to get the villages, then yeah, that does seem like a bit of a scary map. Unless maybe they do something, I don't know, maybe they change it a little bit in Lunatic. But I feel like this would just be a little bit too close in Lunatic. Whereas in this difficulty, it seems just right. Like, just right. Just right. Tough enough
Maybe
that it
this
puts
is just
pressure.
the intended way to play.
Maybe. Like, just enough that it puts pressure on you, but not enough that's like, oh god, this feels impossible. Like, this feels like I need to get, like, extra lucky. Like, Horde 5, first map sort of stuff.
I mean, like, yeah, I think that's how it should work. Like,
It should,
you don't just make it unfair.
yeah. Make it a bit of a push, but not too ridiculous, I think is the ideal difficulty. Okay, and they're all just gonna bait out that merc, okay. As long as we can get Valbor in front of the house, that's all we need. Even if we can't kill that pirate, as long as we just get him in front of the house, then we're good. Rob? Oh, you mean the character in Smash? Yeah, he's a freaking annoying. All he does is just fly
They
around.
made him a cart.
They made him a
They made him
cart.
a cart in Mario Kart.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you can play as him or something like that in Mario Kart DS.
But they just converted him into a cart.
Oh, in World?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. I wonder what other characters they put in World that weren't in before.
They actually added a lot of weird characters.
Really? I know Link was in Mario Kart Deluxe or whatever.
Yeah, he was.
And maybe he still is, I don't know. Like, in the new game. I mean, obviously he's not going to cut from the game. That would be... Like, cut from Deluxe. I said it in a way that made it sound like he just got removed from the game.
Yeah, no, there's, it's only Mario characters in the world.
At least so far. I'm sure they'll have DLC and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no doubt they'll have DLC.
Especially it being a launch title. There's no way they're not gonna... Like a dragon? That'd be pretty cool.
There's one that looks like a lobster.
Ryoma? Ryoma? I can't believe they put Ryoma in Mario Kart.
The crossover you never knew you needed.
Yeah.
Fire Switch 2.
Am I on hard or normal? Well, this is the second difficulty. It's called normal, but it just reuses the Sacred Stone's naming. It's probably more of a hard mode because it's mostly easy, but it does have some parts. Although the hardest difficulty is actually, from what I've heard from people, do not play it. Although maybe it's not that bad after the first 2 chapters. I don't know. I mean, Rizu's saying that this hack gets really unpleasant later on, but so far it's fairly doable. So far, it's fairly doable. I'm actually kind of a fan of the difficulty right now. Like, the difficulty of this map is actually really good. It's kind of, you know, it pushes you a bit, but it's not ridiculous. It doesn't feel unfair.
Yeah.
I mean, they could maybe up the difficulty a little bit, but probably not that much.
Yeah, make it a Fog of War map. Give us 10 more pirates.
I mean, like, maybe just make the enemies a little bit scarier. Because admittedly, the enemies are not really that scary. It's more so just I'm protecting this village. They could buff the enemies a little bit. And I think I'd be okay. Because, I mean, like, you saw that Fire Mage against Valbar. He did, like, nothing. Like, Valbar could soak up 3 fire attacks and be fine. They could have...
Valbar's just good.
They could have made it so, like, the guy has, like, an L-Fire or something like that, so he's a little bit scarier. Not, like, extremely scary, but enough so that you're like, oh, I gotta be careful about this guy. He doesn't move, but he does a fair bit of damage. But he's just kind of a joke. He's more just kind of there to be annoying rather than actually scary. Did they have a stroke when they came up with their name? Like, what kind of name is that?
He actually fell asleep and his head hit the keyboard
Yeah.
on his username.
I'm gonna name myself Ryu, and then just slammed his head in the keyboard. Oh, it says car now. Can't even spell the word car correctly.
Like a white woman naming their firstborn child.
True. It's my favorite YouTuber. Okay. I don't really know how to respond
It's
to
not
that.
Arden?
Yeah, dang, it's not me. You don't care for Fire Emblem, but you just like watching a guy that plays Fire Emblem all the time. That makes a lot of sense. I wish there was like a Mario Maker for other games. Like, the thing is, it sounds cool in practice, just I never play Mario, so I don't care much for it. The idea is cool, it's just I wouldn't care for it because I don't play Mario games. Let's see if Bowie can kill this guy. If he can, I'll be very proud of Bowie.
We should always be proud of Bowie.
And he did it again. Let's go. And Bowie, I don't think is gonna fall off for a good while.
He falls on.
He falls on. Falls on your house. Super hard Mario Maker courses. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do. It's just I don't care for Mario. That's the problem.
I was just thinking about your previous, thinking about how it would be cool if Mario Maker had, like, if there were different games. And I thought, oh yeah, that'd be pretty cool for Fire Emblem, but oh, that's just what FE Builder is.
Well, but like something that's actually on modern software.
On hardware.
Yeah. Stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that would actually be pretty cool.
Like, imagine FE18 sort of comes with like a built-in FE Builder or something. I mean, if
cool.
FE18 doesn't suck, then yeah, it might. Because like, here's the thing: if Engage had FE Builder, well, I don't know what I'd feel about it. It depends on how customizable it is. If it's pretty customizable, I could actually forgive the game for that. But if it's just like reusing a lot of the same stuff, like the stupid Well, a lot of things from Engage that I just don't like. Because the thing is, I will give Engage this, that it is very moddable, so I think it could have potential in the future. Hey, Dr. Gordon. So I do think it has some potential, even though I don't like the engine, but... Like, for example, one thing I've made note of is that it's a shame that they let the animations go on such a bad game. Like, it's got really nice animations, it's just... I don't want to play a sucky game to go and watch them.
If it were, like, real characters in a good game that didn't look like VTuber models attacking, that would be cool.
Like, imagine Three Houses, but with like animations on par with Engage.
If Three Houses looked like that, yeah.
Three Houses animations were actually pretty weak, so I would love that if they did that.
Like, just look at how the 3DS and Echoes did the Sagittae spell.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like,
heck, the only real reason I use Sagittae is just because it looks cool.
Like, I played Three Houses before I played Echoes, and so I was used to Sagittae just looking like, oh, it's just like whatever it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
Then you get to Echoes.
And like, wow, that's cool.
What the heck did Bowie just do?
He just machine guns an enemy. That would go hard. Background music and simplifying complexities and would be great. Yeah. Because think about it, we don't really have FE Builder for 3D Fire Emblem, and that's where that could come in.
I think it's a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, they could do something really good with it. I don't think they will, unfortunately, but they could do something.
I'm just thinking there are so many games like this could be a.
Yeah, it's really weird that it's just like, nah, we'll just do it with Mario. No one wants to make a Zelda game or like a Fire Emblem. No one wants to do that. They only want to make Mario levels. Like, they always kind of like the low-reaching fruit sort of ideas, like just a remake. But it's like, you could apply the Mario Maker thing to a lot of franchises, and people probably wouldn't complain. They'd be like, that's actually a pretty cool idea.
People would love it, as long as there's online support.
A bunch of bad splices and recolors and K-Sylph inserts. Yeah, that's probably what a lot of Three Houses hacks are. I mean, I don't really know of any Three Houses hacks, to be honest. I don't know of that many.
Just like No Monastery, that's about it.
Yeah, No Monastery is probably like the most well known. Did you hear some pirate dogs made for Greece Citadel with a girl in tow? It's truth. A brave sellsword staying at the pub even took after the poor dear. But Greece ain't the sort you cross and live to speak of. Nasty fellow he is. Oh, you intend to go off too, don't you? Take this ambrosia then, and may it bring you some protection. Ambrosia? Doesn't like give you res or something? I forget what it gives you. It gives you defense. Okay.
Mentioned.
It does give you defense. Oh, Jesse, yeah.
Brave sellsword.
Yeah. Wait, we could just Seraphim the Shaman and destroy him, probably. Well, not destroy him, but still do pretty well. Okay, yeah, let's go and have Celica. Celica's just too useful. Celica's way too useful.
Ambrosia's the Draco shield, okay.
Yeah, I guess it's the Draco shield, yeah. Oh, that's a crit, let's go. That's completely overkill, but alright. I mean, I could have killed by just doubling, but whatever. Alright, can we have, Leon and May maybe kill this guy? I mean, it might work. Or just have May do it, I don't know. Let's give it a shot. DK64, best game over? Best game over?
Best game ever.
Oh, I read that as best game over. I was like, what? Who ranks a game by their game overs? That's really weird. Weirdly enough, though, I gotta give Engage credit for actually having a weirdly well-written game over. And the last map.
On the endgame map? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, why couldn't they put that much effort into the rest of the game? Like, yeah, I was genuinely surprised when I saw that. I was like, am I playing the same game? It seems too weirdly good of a scene to be from Engage.
Like, why couldn't they just put that effort into the characters, the art direction, the
or
music,
the gameplay.
the gameplay? Oh, well, just the everything, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I will give it credit. The animations are really good, and the music is, well, it's there's
There.
a lot of flops and there's a few good songs.
Like, for every 5 flops you have one
You have
really
like
good
one, yeah, you have like one good song. But honestly, I feel bad for the animation team because it's like they put in they really went above and beyond, and then the rest of the teams just handed in uncooked raw meat.
Yeah, imagine like pouring your heart and soul into something, and then somebody slaps your face and then spits on you.
Yeah,
That's what happened to the animators.
yeah, like seriously, don't give most of the other people a second chance, but give the animators. Let them work on FE18, remake or not. Let them work on FE18 because they did a beautiful job.
Have them be the only people who return.
Yeah, please, please. And in a
Like,
perfect
including
world,
Maeda.
in a perfect world, the FE18, the only people who return are just the animators because the animators did a really beautiful job, and I think they do deserve to be brought back.
Mario's asking, besides FE6 and Awakening, what other games have bad endings? Well, there's Engay, like we talked about, and then there's Three Houses if you play Crimson Flower.
No, that's Silver Snow. That's the worst ending because it's literally just pointless.
That's
The
right.
lords just
After
disappear.
Birthright, I have to play Three Houses Silver Snow and see which is better, Azure Moon or or which is worse between the two. Which I will do.
Three Houses is a bad ending. It's called Crimson. Oh, okay, I already read that. I think Silver Snow's worse. 'Cause like
Well,
I said,
Lee gets it.
Silver Snow doesn't even make sense. Silver Snow doesn't even make sense. Like, I don't care how many times
Rhea's
Rhea
gone
says it.
evil.
You go. The whole purpose is to save Rhea, and then she just dies in the end. Like, you. In fact, you were the one who killed her. Like I said, you
She
can,
doesn't die
if
if
she-
you marry her.
if she does need to die, like Kamara said, okay, maybe she needs to die. Well, you could bring back Nemesis. You could have her fight Nemesis, and she dies, and it's like, oh crap, the one that actually beat him last time died. It gets rid of Rhea, and it actually doesn't feel like, well, that was pointless, because it's like, oh, we didn't think she was actually gonna die to him. Now it means that the stakes are really high because now the one person that can
Jack is
save us
better
from
than ever.
yeah, because it actually, from a story standpoint, it's like, oh dang, that was like the one person that could actually hold him off, and she lost.
Because, like, if you remember anything about Three Houses, it's the opening cutscene.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Like, I feel like it would have been so much better narratively if you want to get rid of Rhea, it gets rid of Rhea, and it doesn't make the player have to do it for no reason at all. She dies in a way that actually makes sense, and actually makes the story feel a lot more powerful. Because like, oh dang, that's
and then,
that's kind of scary.
oh, what does Claude get? He fights Prince Sneed.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I really don't understand what they were thinking with Silver Snow and Verdant Wind. Okay, I guess it can
Yeah,
split
they-
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't really well thought out, like, the aftermath of everything for
Yeah.
them.
We go to the shop. I don't know what they sell. I know the boss is in range, so that's not really the greatest thing in the world, but I think the boss is the only one that doesn't move. The armor might not move. No, the armor doesn't move. Okay, you know what? That's actually really good. Because the armor's not really in the way. You can just go around him. Okay, I like that. I don't know what these pirates are doing, because they can't really reach the village. They got torches, I don't know why. Okay, okay, don't deal with the armor. Actually, no, deal with the armor. That way you can just die off on him. And not kill him. There's no way they're gonna kill him. Okay, that Merc is... Oh, they're starting to move their... Okay, I don't really like that. They just got reinforcements. I don't like that. And they're calves too. Watch them have javelins. Watch them have javelins. Well, one of them has a javelin. That's not great. He's not final boss magically, not even. Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean he shouldn't be. I mean,
Like, he has the potential to be.
he should be, but he's not, sadly.
Because they do nothing with Elmira.
Yeah, which they set up like
route.
the entire game, like, oh, Elmira is quite scary. We built a freaking fortress around it that all 3 nations contributed to, but we're never actually talk about them. Like, it's just like, okay, then what was the point of putting all this lore on us if you're not going to do anything with it?
Like, Sneed, he had potential.
Well, then just kind of rid him off into the corner. Like, Cloud fighting the kingdom is kind of dumb.
And, like, Nemesis doesn't
make a lot of
really make
sense.
sense.
I kind of get why he does it, but it's like, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Like, isn't that kind of the Empire's job to fight the kingdom, not yours? I don't know where they're getting reinforcements from here, that's really weird. I guess just to go and flank your guys, I don't know. I don't want Valbar to get hit by this, so we need to move him back a little bit, I think. Yeah, we'll move him back a bit. And then we're going to get Convoy back. We're just going to kind of get these guys back because they can't really handle this right now. We just don't have the formation to deal with that. I don't know why they're spawning in reinforcements from there. I assume there's going to also be some reinforcements on the right. I would just imagine. So the problem is I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could throw Celica in here and just kind of have her go try to get that village, which might not be a bad idea because she can at least handle herself. We know that, and she, I believe, heals herself. So yeah, 'cause she's got the Holy Sword, so she keeps her health up. That's good. Yeah, we'll just get her to get the next village and then deal with things from there.
Okay, the weirdest thing just happened to me.
What?
I don't know what happened, but for like the past 2-3 minutes, for some reason my computer just like set my volume to 0.
That's
So
weird.
Discord registered that you were speaking, but I couldn't hear you.
That's really strange.
But obviously I do now, so.
To end racism. Yeah, I never understood that joke about Nemesis being the CEO of racism. It's like, I don't think the guy cares that Claude's from Elmira. In fact, he doesn't even really seem to. He doesn't seem to register that it's Claude at all. He seems to just be set on killing Saros.
I think the joke is that Claude's whole deal is that he wants to end racism.
Yeah, I guess, but it's
So
like
the-
it's
the
not
final
really
boss-
funny because it doesn't actually make any sense.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, Rhea would fit that bill.
Yeah, I think she would. I think she would make more sense for her to be.
I mean, she has a slave.
She does. Now Hilda's
Sure,
the
he's
CEO.
a well-fed slave.
Hilda's the
but he's
CEO of
still a slave.
racism, obviously.
Yeah, but we like her because she's playable and has a big axe.
And has waifu appeal. Oh, nice! You got
Some.
more defense. Yeah, I could see how this could screw you over if you hadn't gone to the village by then. I could definitely see how this would screw you over if you hadn't gone to the village, because it's like, oh, now these guys are gonna go and force you to push back. Like, yeah, if I didn't get the village, then yeah, I'd be really mad right now. But since I already got it, I'm just like, I don't know what they're trying to do here. Can we kill this guy? I would love to kill this guy. Why is this guy so tanky? Did they give him a shield? No, he's just really tanky for some reason. And you know, of course, this is crit. I don't like Hilda. Well, you're in the minority then, I'm afraid. And Hilda doesn't
Let's
like
just say,
minorities.
like, the majority of people are going to enjoy Hilda.
Yeah. I know there's a few people out there that don't like Hilda. But there's not many. I can't think of many people that dislike Hilda.
Like, she's better than a lot of the other, like, Dorothea and Manuela.
Dora thought. Well, yeah, see, here's the thing. Unlike Dora thought, Hilda's actually a good unit.
I mean, I don't want to, like, be contrarian, but Dorothea has her uses as a unit.
That's just Meteor, though. It's really just Meteor if you think about it.
She has Physic, too.
Yeah, does she heal a lot with it, though?
Let me put it in perspective. She has the same magic growth as Lorenz.
So, in other words, no.
Which is
Okay.
really weird because they basically have 1-for-1 growth rates, except for Lorenz's are just better.
Just like how Mr. Geese is pretty much better than Dorothea.
He's just her, like, with her spells, but more magic.
So, literally just better, though. Because...
Yeah, he's just better.
Because he just
Like-
needs magic. They both need magic. They're not
I mean,
really going to
sure.
be doubling things. So, it just makes more sense to just put it more into magic.
I mean, the one thing she would hypothetically have over him is that she can be a Gramarye, but who cares?
Yeah. Barth mentioned Alarm? I get an axe? A killer axe! Oh, nice! I got a killer axe. I'll take it. Not that anyone can really use it because it's Velbar, but alright. I will take it. I will take it at the very least. I hate my phone. I hate your phone too. I don't know why, I just hate it. I don't even know what it looks like or anything, I just hate your phone.
I wonder what we're gonna do with that big killer axe.
Obviously give it to
Probably
Leon.
the only... Leon.
Yeah, just give it to someone who can't use it. We're playing like Proctor now. We're playing Fire Emblem Proctor style.
I'd trust Bowie more with it.
Bowie. Alright. I could probably just leave Bowie up front. That'll probably take care of things. Bowie up front, heal, and then that's all we need to do. Actually, maybe kill with the axe. Maybe. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go right here, and we're gonna heal. And we should be good.
Kill with the killer axe. I never thought of it like that.
Wow, who would have ever thought? Is it pacifist? No, it's
Yes,
called...
the killer axe is pacifist.
Yeah, it's very pacifist. The Proctor style of playing Fire Emblem is giving weapons that guys can't actually use.
Hey, Armor Knight Daros needs that steel axe.
Yeah.
It's his.
But Armored Daros, I'm gonna use in my run. But not with axes, obviously.
Then what? Tomes then?
What? Tomes? Yeah, we'll give him tomes. He doesn't double this guy, that's unfortunate. Nice. Ahsoka's getting a little too much EXP, actually. She's just too useful. Too useful. That's a favorite
Lord
damage.
too good.
Yeah, she's too good. Dark Mage Daros? Maybe. Well, why would I do that? Wait, is she be okay? Another thing about it. Why did they put this? Why did they give this guy a staff? I think she'll be okay, but I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, she's fine. I know that Dark Mage may have moved towards her, but I don't think he can, actually. If the... Yeah, if one of these guys were out of the way, then yeah, he could, but... Okay.
I mean, I guess it's kind of on cue for the Arcanists to have heal.
I guess.
Annoying as it is.
Alright, man, Leon's getting way too much EXP as well. Leon and Celica are just like... They get EXP like every single turn, and they get a lot of it too. Okay, let's move you. Don't want you to die. She has 17 HP. To be fair, that's not too bad. We can get her out of the way, I think. but no, that doesn't work. Well, I mean, it does work, but not. I was wanting to hit the armor. Well, actually, no. I should save the armor for later. Okay, what are we gonna do here? That's the real question. Jenny?
Oh yeah, did we
Do we what?
did we ever figure out what the orange does?
Gives you some sort of stat. I don't remember what it is.
Did we think it was the Aphos drops?
Yeah, we think it is. We think it's the Aphos drops because it says give it to you that you like, and that's pretty much Aphos drops description.
Well, I mean, we can't have Bowie catching scurvy now. He needs some citrus.
Doesn't this guy have an armor slot? Yeah, he does, so I can't put... I gotta leave Bowie up front, then. Okay. Throw a hand axe. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Nice. Okay, that's good. He's pretty good. Yeah, he's like a 65% defense growth or something. So he's like Oswin. We need to make sure that, yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea. Why is Velbar so washed? I don't know.
He's kind of not, though. He's pretty good.
Yeah. He's actually doing very well. If anything, May is kind of flopping right now. She can't hit anything, and she's not doubling. And she's really frail. So if she's not actually doing damage, then what is she doing?
No, no, no. Bowie's favorite food is flour, not oranges.
And Bowie continues getting more speed. Like, I don't think this guy's gonna fall off. I don't. Maybe really late in the game, but not for a good while.
Yeah, after we beat Duma, he falls off.
He falls off after we beat Duma, yeah, that's true. That is true. Duma's dead, now he's bad.
Bowie retired to become a family man after falling off.
Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, just put Bowie in here, he's not gonna have any issues. Get rid of that armor slide, and then we can throw Valbar back in. He probably doubles this guy. Now he gets doubled, okay, never mind. I thought the armor slayer
Flour
stayed
is
down.
food. You eat flour. It makes you powerful.
Flower power. That's what they meant by it. They meant by
Exactly.
flower power. They didn't mean like the plant. They meant like the grain. Flower power. Stop
Although
healing,
isn't
you
grain a
dumb.
type of plant.
Wish these guys would stop healing them. I mean, if we could actually get to these guys that keep healing, that'd be great. It'd be nice if May could get a kill. That'd be really nice, wouldn't it? Let's use Thunder. I know it's the most accurate thing in the world, but let's use it. Armor Slayer doing 1 damage against Bowie. He's not an armor, so... He's also really tanky, that's the thing.
He thinks he's an armor knight,
He
but he
thinks he's
doesn't
an
wear
armor.
any of the armor.
Yeah, he has the benefits of being an armor without the disadvantages. And he also has really accurate attacks because he's not an armor. Can we hand X? I would love it if we could hand X this guy. I mean, probably not. But I would love to try it. You know what? Screw it, let's give it a shot. If it misses, whatever. We don't really lose anything from that. Oh, nice, it actually hit. Good job, Valbar. Valbar really going pretty hard in this. He's got B rank and Axis now? That's pretty funny.
He's washed, though. He's washed,
Yeah,
apparently.
he's so washed, yeah.
If it's in this game, we need to get Valbar the Hauteclair.
That'd be funny. I kind of doubt it, but hey, you never know.
He can dual wield Gradivis and Hauteclair.
Yeah, you should. Why is Bowie my best unit? I want to know this. Bowie and
Because
Valbar.
I gave him a blessing.
Bowie and Valbar are my best units.
Yep, it's all my doing.
I'm
My
sure
fault.
it is. It's all your fault. Yeah, it's all your fault. Alright, let's do this.
And
So
just think about how much better he'll be with the orange.
True. Alright, combo level, let's see what he gets. Okay, HP, strength, and skill, that's not too bad. Hey, strength's good. Favorite dish? Keema. And before, what's that? Waleed knows. Waleed knows.
It's a type of curry, yeah?
Yeah. Funnily enough, Japanese people know what keema is, which is weird because it's a Pakistani dish. But it's really popular.
I mean,
over
yeah, curry's pretty popular there, isn't it?
there. Well, specifically keema. Like, I genuinely didn't think they would know what keema is until I saw it in an anime. I read the katakana, it said keema curry. I'm like, do they know what keema is? The heck?
Is it spicy?
Yeah, it's spicy ground beef.
Sounds pretty good, actually.
Increased maturity. Yeah, so that's pretty much just half his drops. Yeah, that's true. Proctor knows what keema is. Keema top 3. True. Very true. What do we got here? Their ranges overlap. I'm not a fan of that. But, oh well. What are we doing here? Never seen an anime before. They were like at some sort of, I don't know, some sort of cook-off or something, or some sort of, I don't know, some sort of event, and they're selling a bunch of dishes, and one of them said keema. Though I think they eat keema with eggs, which is kind of weird. But besides that, I think it's mostly the same as what we have. It's probably less spicy, though, because Japanese don't eat as spicy of curry, unfortunately.
I've heard they don't really like spicy foods.
I don't know. I've heard they do like spicy foods, but the curry just isn't that spicy. Like, for someone like me, I'd probably be like, this is too mild, but... Chicken samosas? I didn't know there was such thing as... I guess that... No, yeah, I've heard of chicken samosas. I've never had them. But samosas go hard. I would be down for some samosas, not gonna lie. Give me samosa. Now, I'll take that. Especially he doesn't talk about alcohol samosas or something, which I'm not gonna eat that. You can have your alcohol samosas. I don't think that's even a real thing, but you can have those. I won't compete with you for that. Those spicy stuff. Yeah, that's what I've heard. It's just that their definition of spicy is a lot tamer than ours.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. I was misremembering there.
Alright, let's... Those foreign food. I'm kind of surprised, but then again, they're probably so used to their own food that they want something a bit different. I don't know. Alcohol samosa. That's probably something you would invent, Proctor. If it doesn't exist.
Yeah, of course the Japanese love foreign food. They like the exotic, holiday-oriented Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What's with Paula and Katria's hair? It's like really, it's like they both just woke up. Like, they both have bedhead. That's kind of funny. They just have like a severe case of bedhead. It's really strange.
I mean, is that like supposed to be the end they're at? Maybe they did just wake up.
Maybe, but I think that's just their normal portraits. It was really weird. It looks kind of off.
Like they're both very like well kept.
Yeah, that's what's weird. I can kind of see Katria that's being like her normal hair, but like Paula's hair is very straight, so that's really weird. That it just looks really just. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they did with Paula's portrait. Unless they just woke up, in which case I guess that makes sense. But there's a lot of work to put her just like a bedhead portrait for like one little scene. Do not look in this game. I don't know why they have like a bedhead or something. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Because for most of the other portraits, they did really well. So it's really weird they just didn't like. It just looks odd. Like look at all these other portraits.
In this hack, the hairbrush wasn't invented yet.
I guess. I mean, a lot of these portraits actually look really good. It's just for some reason Paula and Katria just feel really off.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Maybe it was made by a different person. I don't know. Like, I'm fairly certain you could have made Paula's hair a lot straighter. I'm fairly certain there would have been splices that would have worked better. Some sort of hair splices that would have... Like, you could probably just reuse freaking... I don't know. Surely there's some sort of hair you could just reuse. I mean... I'm trying to think. Oh god, that could crit me. Okay, good. Didn't. Yeah, this freaking Dark Mage is really strong for some reason. Okay. Let's go and not do this. May doesn't kill.
I love these low percent crits on combo.
Oh yeah, he totally needs them. He's so broken without that he needs to have crit.
It's gonna happen one of these days.
Yeah, it's gonna happen for sure. Strength, speed, and defense. I like this. And she learned Aura, I think? I think she learned Aura.
Already?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she learned Aura. What's its might? 12?
Yeah.
Thunder has 4... This is 3 times as strong as Thunder.
That's Aura.
I know, but like... I mean, it does wear it down a fair bit. It has 8 weight, which is a fair bit, but still.
Like, it could one-shot some people.
Considering that she's not doubling anyway, that's actually not too bad. Watch Zeke look gay? I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it, to be honest. Okay. Let's see, do you want to... It's a little risky, but you know what? Well, actually, it's not really that risky. Let's do it. She's so much aura.
Is that like a bit? Because I really don't get it.
Yeah, he does a fair bit to me, but he doesn't crit me, so it's... Yeah, why does Valbor have better luck than, Why is his luck so high? Like, they should flip their luck stats. Valbor should...
Yeah, like...
Armors usually don't have good luck, so I don't know why this guy's got 13 luck. It's like his second highest... Okay,
like,
it's third highest stat, but still.
I really wouldn't count the guy whose whole family got...
Yeah, he's really lucky, isn't he?
Yeah, that's worthy of having 13 luck. If anything, that, like, reduces your luck.
Yeah. With of course, frickin' vodka. We should issue a challenge for Proctor, where she doesn't drink alcohol for, like, an entire day.
Alright, new challenge. No alcohol 1 week, you get a cookie.
Yeah. Just pure tap water then. Yeah, you can just go drink pure tap water. I support this. Instead of alcohol, drink tap water. Has 1 luck originally. Yeah,
Don't
why
go
do they?
to Flint, Michigan.
So did they bust? Did they just boost his luck by a ton? Because like, there's no way he could have started with 1 luck and leveled all that. There's no way. So why do they boost his luck so much? But not Kamui's. Like, Valbor doesn't need luck that much. Kamui, it's really stupid he has no luck. Like, it makes no sense. He's not really that dodgy or anything. So I don't know why you would take away his luck. The reason why, like, Kaze doesn't have luck is because he's so freaking fast that if he actually had good luck, he'd be unhittable.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because like, usually you give low luck to tanks. Kaze is like the one exception I can think of, but at least it makes sense why he doesn't have luck. It's because, well, he'd be nigh unhittable if he actually had a luck stat.
If he had anything higher than like 12, he'd be untouchable.
Yeah. Yeah, because like his speed is so overkill. He's like his speed is actually ridiculous. Even with the bad luck stat he has, he's still kind of dodgy.
Like, red units will not hit him. Like, in the weapon triangle, I mean.
Yeah, they just won't. They just won't. Imagine the guy if he had freaking Tomebreaker. Even the most accurate of mages would just never hit him.
I guess you could get that onto him if he had married him to Felicia.
I guess. The one advantage of marrying him to Felicia is just doing that.
Although he wouldn't get it till level 15 promoted.
True. I mean, that is true. I need to pull one of these guys. Not both, ideally. The problem is I don't want to pull these guys. Oh, wait, they're both just shamans. Okay. How much do they do? 28 minus 3. So it's 22. Does he face crit? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Okay. You know what? We could pull him. I don't know why I haven't pulled him yet. I got a headache. Wonder why. It's 'cause she drinks so much. Oh, I'm nearly out of my iron bill. That's not good. I didn't realize. I just keep using it all the time. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm actually about to run out. Maybe that's why there's an armory here. If it sells bows, then that'd be great. Yeah, but a Sug you've actually got to kind of work to get. The game just kind of hands you Kaze.
Yeah, you get him immediately.
Nice miss, Leon. Nice miss. It was totally necessary. Would have been too easy if I just hit him, you know. Okay. 21, I will not drink alcohol. Based. Very based.
Very based.
Can we kill this guy? Sadly, no. Sadly, no. We can get close, just not quite there. Because you don't drive drunk enough? What? What? What?
Flawless logic.
We'll stick to soda. Yeah, soda better. Is this a good idea? I don't know. Not really a fan of this, but we'll do this and hope we don't die here. Okay, good.
I mean, Ness, doesn't that describe Arthur better than Kaze?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of true with Kaze and Midori. Like that is true, but like the characters are literally built around it. With Arthur and Percy. Like there's no
His
real
personal skill is literally called Fortunate Son.
Yeah. I won't deny that Kaze is very unlucky and Midori is very lucky, but like that's the thing. They're actually kind of designed around it. Their characters are actually kind of designed around it with Arthur and Percy.
I do actually think it's kind of sweet that Kaze's personal skill has a higher proc rate on his daughter because of hers.
That is kind of interesting, yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
my daughter was fighting in a battlefield.
It's just like it's just a stat thing. It has nothing to do with the characters. I drove the whole M6 while drunk.
This is the part where we laugh because it's a joke, right?
At least we hope it's a joke. We hope it's a joke. Wait, hold on. Is he fine? I don't know. Actually, he might not be fine. I would think. Wait, was that 28 damage? Minus 6. Oh crap. What? He might not be fine. He might not be fine. I mean, he could dodge, but I think that if they move a certain way and they attack a certain way, he's dead. I hope they don't, but I don't know. Maybe we could try to bait him out? The problem is that Saber probably has too much res to bait them out. I could try, but I don't know if it's gonna work. The problem is his res is kind of sucky. You'd think a mage, you'd think an archer would actually have better res, but whatever. Here we go. Okay, now he's going for. Okay, that's. I didn't think you would take the bait. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think you'd actually take the bait. Dumb shaman, I guess. Or the other shaman just doesn't move. No, he does. Okay, so I don't know what he was doing. That's kind of scary, actually. I don't know what. Oh my god. Can you not hit? Like, can you seriously just not hit or something?
No.
like, 280%. Nah, I can only hit one of those.
Yeah, you know, 80%, that's basically 50.
Should I just heal him? Maybe. I could do this. It's a little risky, though. It's a little risky, especially since I don't know if he's even gonna hit. You need to retake like 4 modules? I don't know what that means. I assume that means you failed. What is this guy at? Okay, he's an Arcanist. He's got a lot of luck. It's gonna be hard to hit, but... How come Chimera never joined? Because he's, I don't know. I actually don't know why. But he'd probably be mad if Wooly was here, though.
When isn't he?
Driving? Is it driving, or wait, you actually were driving drunk? Well, maybe that's why you failed.
Genuinely don't do that for everybody's safety.
I hope that she was referring to something else. I hope she wasn't actually driving drunk.
Yeah, I really hope so.
I hope it was something else, and I just misread that. You know, sir, you don't need 20 luck. I need 20 luck. This guy gets crit by everything. Let me have that.
Hey, maybe we should give Kamui the Angel Ring.
I think you're right. That's nice. Yeah, but he won't actually hit half the time, so it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter when you miss half the time. Conrad joins at a bad time. I mean, when does he not? When does he not?
Does he join when he usually does?
Or worse. Let's go heal. Let's go heal. Wait, who's bringing up Kuni? What the... Bro. No one here besides... No one here besides frickin' Ness probably even remembers who that even is.
That's who brought it up.
Oh, Ness or Wooly, one of those two. No one else would have any idea who that is. All I can say is, though, if I explained who that is, Kamaru would, it'd be, a bit of a nasty shock to Kamaru. That's all I can say.
Okay.
I'm not gonna really say anything more,
Maybe we should just leave it at that then.
Maybe so. Okay, what do we got here? Saber's gonna get Javelin, but it's okay. He can take it. It's just a Javelin. It's not anything that bad. Strength and speed? I'll take it. It's hard to believe this guy... It's hard to believe that this guy had trouble with his strength growth for a while. Because now he's got 12 strength. It's hard to believe that.
Saber's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he's got his dagger. Everything's right with the world.
hate Rob. Let's start a club of Rob haters. What does this guy have? He has my asthma. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Yeah, this guy's gonna suck to fight. You know when your tomes are not hitting him, you know you got problems. When your tomes are struggling to hit, you know you're gonna have problems. Haterob. If I didn't get doubled, I wouldn't mind that, but I do get doubled, so I do mind that. We'll leave him there for any phase, so he can do some damage, I suppose. Oh no, don't tell me Proctor is a Rob fan. Oh, brownies. Okay, now that's not an L, that's actually a W, making brownies. He's making Rob
kind
a
of cereal.
Yeah, it is.
It's not the biggest crime, but it's at least a misdemeanor.
Yeah. I remember back when I played Smash Online, I fought a guy that made Rob. He was so freaking annoying.
Yeah, I used to be, back in high school, I used to be friends with a Link main, and, oh boy.
I see, Link's at least fun.
Not when Joe was playing him.
I don't know, like, I have a lot of fun with Link just throwing bombs, knocking people off and then just throwing bombs at them. I love the frickin' real bombs. Total Joel. Oh wait, I already visited this house.
Actually, he was alright. I just hated playing Smash against him. Yeah, I was a very smart 5-year-old. They let me in high school.
He's actually Asian.
No, I'm too white to be Asian.
That's true. It's kind of ironic she doesn't know any of the Dawnflame drama. You believe me, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. Consider yourself lucky you don't know it. I don't even want to care about drama. I mean, I don't blame you.
That's my stance on it.
Wait, we could just go heal. Actually, no, that's probably not a good idea because he'd probably just go and target her. Oh, never mind. He does like nothing to her. Okay. Alright. Jenny has so much res, the guy doesn't even do anything to her. Okay, yeah, so we can just go heal. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea to me. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like an actual plan, I'm not gonna lie. Why does Velwar have the most hit on this guy? That's what I want to know.
Freaking luck.
Why does the armor have the best chance of hitting this guy? Better than mages. I mean, I know I'm using Thunder, to be fair. I know I'm using Thunder, I know that. But, still, an armor has a better chance of hitting, like twice the chance of hitting as my mages do. Let that sink in.
Wait, weren't we gonna grab an iron bow?
When I can get to the shop, this jerkwad's guarding the shop. I don't know, the way they position guys on this map is kind of jerkish. Like, they knew what they were doing. They were just being jerks with it.
Yeah, don't you just love having to pay for all online functionality?
Yeah, it's dumb. Wait, whenever the Nintendo Online for the Switch inevitably goes, doesn't that just mean that all your electronic games just kind of die?
That's a great question.
Because that's what's concerning me, because like 90% of my Switch games are electronic, or you know what I mean, digital. And
well, no, it'll let you keep your digital games are stored on your system, but they just won't have online functionality.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine then.
It's like I've kept Rev after the eShop closed.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, I have a physical copy because I liked Fates too much, but...
I mean, I'd have got it, but I already have a Conquest cartridge that has everything.
That's fair. No, I have the special edition cartridge. The only way you can get a physical cartridge of Rev, so... Originally, I did have it on a digital version, but I think I lost it or something like that. Like, I lost the... I forgot where it was stored, because I had, like, 2 different 3DSs, and I kept transferring data between the two, and it got really confusing, and I think... There's probably some way of restoring it, but I just don't freaking remember. I don't remember which one had it. Oh, great!
It might be
my stupid controller disconnected again. Give me a sec. Let me reopen it. I hate this. Give me a sec. I prefer collecting physical copies of each game. I do like the idea of that, but counterpoint, I can't drive, and yeah, I can't drive. I don't want to drag my parents out wherever I want to go, so.
I get them. I get physical copies when it's convenient, but when it isn't, I just get it online.
Do you not use your keyboard? It's really cumbersome playing Fire Emblem on a keyboard.
I actually kind of like it.
I used to play it, but then I connected my controller once, and I was like, wow, this is so much better.
Maybe I'm just so used to it after all these years.
Maybe. I never really liked playing... Can't drive? No. I shouldn't drive. Like, I drive as badly as you do drunk. And I don't even drink. That's the worst part. I don't even drink, I'm just that bad at... Look, you remember when I played Breath of the Wild and how unobservant I was? Do you really think someone that unobservant should be driving?
Oh, funny thing about that. I got to that infamous shrine you made a video about. It took me like 3 minutes tops.
That's what I'm saying. Breath of the Wild, for some reason, I just cannot play it. Alright, Kamui level. Alright, you get skill speed and luck. Let's go. We got luck. Give me that ring. Got gold. Bro, what kind of scumbag doesn't give me his ring?
Wait, hold on. What?
Maybe you're supposed to steal it, but I'm not using the frickin' gay thief for
There's no thief.
Well,
Wait.
there was a thief, but... Wait, no, for
Wait,
Silka's route there's not. Yeah, what the heck? There's no...
Wait, does she, like, swap over? Is that why we have a lockpick?
I have no idea. Or maybe there's like some secret character we could have gotten, but I just did not get.
Is she like FE10 Ileana? Does she leave?
I have no idea.
Or is that lockpick just an investment for Jesse?
Maybe. I love yapping. Okay, whatever. Let's go to the shop. Let's see what we can get. Sent meme. We got iron bows! Let's go! Wait, who sent a meme? Did someone send a meme? I thought someone said they sent a meme.
I'm not seeing it.
No, I don't. Maybe I was hallucinating. I don't know. We can get torches. I might want a torch or two. It doesn't swap. Devs are just retarded. Because I feel like the angel ring you're supposed to get, or at least you're supposed to be able to get. Let's go buy, maybe...
Patria comes with one.
Maybe? Oh yeah, she does in vanilla. I know that. Let's get maybe... We don't really need swords, we need lances. You're schizo? Yeah, I'm schizo. I'm not drunk. I find that hard to believe. Proctor saying she's not drunk is like saying Kameru is not racist. Kameru is saying he's not racist. It's like, I just wouldn't believe that. Secret Echoes make you schizophrenic, yeah, probably. So like to be drunk, probably not fun. I've heard it's compared to when you don't get enough sleep. So, I guess imagine how you function when you don't get enough sleep. Are the devices approved? I doubt it. I kind of doubt. Oh,
Carry
yeah.
a breathalyzer with you?
Yeah. Just ask her to do that, yeah. Okay. We can go and heal her. Go heal May. See, that's the thing. It absorbs like 6 HP, so that's not really good.
That might be the death of her.
That's what we're going to use it on enemy phase. Well, actually, we can't use it on enemy phase, can we? Yeah, that's too risky, I think. We have to do it on enemy phase. Because it's just too risky as is currently. I would like you to get levels, so let's do this. Feel more conscious of sleep deprivation. That's probably true. And also another big difference is probably that when I don't get enough sleep, I just get really irritable. Which I think is just a normal thing when you don't get it. Whereas, I'd imagine you're probably less irritable when drunk. But she learned something. Oh, she got physic, let's go. She got physic.
Very nice.
Okay, yeah, that's really good. That is something that will be useful. Of course she missed. Why am I not surprised? See, this is why enemy faced. Because then it eliminates the risk of that. That's exactly why you wait. Although her physic range kind of sucks, unfortunately. It's not amazing, it's not terrible. That is one thing I'm going to enjoy about my hard 5 Ironman, is that Cargo Warp, or Physic or whatever, is amazing.
Kaga lets the player have fun.
Indeed. And funny thing is, it wasn't even made by Kaga, it's a remake of a game made by Kaga.
But this is more faithful because it has Kaga Warp.
True.
And I don't think they made anybody gay in Shadow Dragon, so...
They did not. Nor in FE12. Although
so they didn't make a Leon character assassination like in this game. Or, I mean, Echoes.
Kriko will be turning a mistake into a miracle. That's interesting. Yeah, they're saying...
What's the mistake?
So we might still have the castle map, I'm not sure though. I kind of hope we don't, because this was not a map in the original, so I kind of hope they're just going to replace it. And I kind of just want to be done with Act 2 at this point. I mean, if it is really just the 3 of you, then that's going to be a weird map. Didn't your parents make your siblings? Yeah. The maid. Can't wait to see what Saber thinks when he realizes that he made up the maid.
He's Canadian?
It's kind of weird that we've had 2 maid jokes on my channel, and they've both been during Valencia.
Although one was in reference to Conquest, or Fates.
That is true, yeah.
I mean, yeah, Felicia's a nice character.
True.
I think she's the meta marriage pick whenever I Ironman.
I mean, you can mirror pretty early.
Yeah, that's the thing. They have a fast support, and you can just hold off on the Kana Paralog for whenever you need EXP.
Oh yeah, you missed the maid joke, Proctor. You weren't here at the time. Heck, Belt and Maki also weren't here at the time.
I was here.
When the original maid joke?
I think so.
Maybe you saw it in the compilation. You probably saw it there.
Because I was there for at least a chunk of the
Well, you
Echo
were
Zone, man.
there at the end of Shadows of Luncheon, not at the beginning. That was one of the earlier jokes. So the maid joke was where Pomi, because Pomi's Canadian, right? He said that the only girl that he likes in Fire Emblem is Felicia. And Chimera said, of course the Canadian likes maid. Canadian maid. More early game units are nice, it's true. What compilation was there? Shadows of Luncheon compilation. You didn't see it? If you didn't, then that explains it.
Alright, sure, Joyer and Kana, but I'm not doing the marriage to get the child units. Also, I'm a guy, so I play as a guy.
I guess we do the map, I suppose, the castle map. I mean, I kind of was hoping it wouldn't be in the game, but since they already put a harbor map, that wasn't really necessary, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a weird map anyways.
Yeah, I would not even complain if they just cut it out of the game.
Like, it could have been a cutscene.
Yeah, it could have. Play Smash Bros? He should.
A fun game.
Saber caught on. Saber's pretty smart. He's kind of like the guy of reason in Celica's army.
Yeah, Saber's just he's like her guiding figure, or
He's like her Jagan. Sort of. Added point.
I mean, yeah, he's pretty story important.
Yeah, he is. I do like the fact they actually made him pretty story important. Wait, was there this scene where he just talks to Celica? I don't remember this. I'd half resigned myself to never seeing you again. As did I. And yet here you are, grown into an independent young woman. Actually, maybe he did. I don't remember.
Oh wait, did they just...
Huh?
Is it gone?
What do you mean? We skipped the map?
The map.
I kind of hope so. Though I fear we lack the time for a leisurely reunion. Surely you left the island with some purpose in mind, yes? Did the audio get quieter? I don't think so.
No, your ears just stopped working a little.
Yeah, just a little. All that's transpiring in Zofia now is tied to the Earth Mother. I can feel it in my very marrow. There's more to be done than simply fighting the foes like before us. I must learn Milla's will in all of this. I also intend to pray that she intercedes on behalf of her people. That meant that she might save us all. I see. Just as Alm has chosen his path, it would seem you have chosen yours. Alm? I suspect as much, but you being here confirms it. He's leading the deliverance, isn't he? Why don't you go upstairs and see for yourself? I expect that's where you'll find what you've been searching for. 7 years. This is an Ocarina of Time reference?
Does Alm have the Master Sword?
He does. Got fired from the factory? What factory?
They have you on an assembly line?
I guess. I'm trying to picture you swashbuckling pirates and... yeah, just... wow. I don't know what they're talking about.
Random Japanese words.
Yeah, but they probably don't even know what it means. I think I'm the only one around here that says Japanese words and actually knows what they mean.
I mean, I studied it a little in high school, but then again, not very much.
Oh, hey, it's Mosley. It's been a while. What's the plot twist be that Celica's... I hope they don't do that. I hope that's not what they do. That's not even how you spell Sugoi. Frickin' weebs don't even know how to say... They don't actually know how to say anything. Arigatori? What? I think you're just making up words now. Me too. That's a good follow-up if a woman rejects you because she's gay. Just be like, yeah, me too. We finally get to see what angry Celica looks like. It's what Drake did. Make up words. Well, I mean, he's a lesbian. I don't know why that's so funny, but it is. That reminds me of this one meme where so it's like a format of like Drake the type of guy to insert blank. And there was one that said Drake the type of guy to lose a pillow fight. No, Drake the type of guy to die in a pillow fight. Bro dies in a pillow fight.
The pillow hit him too hard.
The pillow was filled with lead. Make an emoji? What? Make what emoji? Please increase the cost of living for single mothers. Based. No, they put an handful in a pillowcase. I'm surprised it's never been like an assassination method. Hitting someone with a pillow that's actually full of like something really hard in it, it kills them. Celica's sprite looks scary. It doesn't really look scary, it just looks like... She just kind of ends up looking like a guy. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
I mean,
she really masculine.
maybe she's scary because she's angry right now.
Maybe. Type of guy to get on a boat when he hears you're cruising for a person. What's wrong with having heirs? True. smelliness. You say that as you probably smell of alcohol all the time. Alright, I think it's time for Act 3. Finally. Oh, it's split Chapter 16A, which means they're all, I guess. Okay, let's see. Chad Berkut versus All, true. Wait, is Berkut in this? Yeah, he is. Girls have told me I smell nice. Well, that's something good, I suppose. Character you are not using will be shown in green. Okay. Change which character you are following. Move the cursor to an empty area of the map and press A. Select switch on the map menu to control the other character. Okay.
That's pretty interesting.
Okay. It does feel a little bit clunky, but it's not that bad.
I mean, they're working with what they got.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. So we can switch between the two. It's not quite as smooth as in vanilla, but to be fair, you can't really expect that. There's social difficulties. I don't think it's because you use social difficulties. I don't think that's what it is. I mean, we're all here watching a Fire Emblem stream. I think we all have social difficulties.
Except me.
Except Belt. Belt doesn't have social difficulties.
So are we going for Alm or Celica?
Probably gonna start with Alm, I would say.
Yeah, mix it up.
Yeah, because I don't want it to be just purely Celica this stream.
We get Forsyth back.
Yeah, we get the Forsyth. Why couldn't FE8 work like this? It should have. Yeah, it would have been nice if it did. I do hope the reinforcements are better managed, because you probably remember I hated the way reinforcements worked in this. Let's say autism, but I don't have autism. Press X to doubt.
Okay, I mean, I understand where you're coming from with FE8, but like, how would that work? Because then one lord wouldn't have an army.
Yeah, that is actually a good point. That is actually a good point. Flip a coin now. I'll play the maps that I feel like playing in the order that I feel like playing them.
Yeah, nice.
I'll just mix it up a bit. Like every 2 or 3 maps, I'll switch. Probably that's what I usually do.
Whenever we get bored of somebody, we just move on to the other.
Yeah, or like I said, probably do at least like 1 map of either, per stream. I can't guarantee they'll be evened out like 1 to 1 or 2 to 2, but ideally get at least like 1 map of either done per stream. Skill issue. Ephraim beat Chapter 5X 3 minute himself. He's used to it. To be fair, he was accompanied. Well, also that's one of the easiest maps in the series, to be honest. He was also,
he had Orson.
Yeah, he had Orson as well. I want to be a Neat. I'm sure you do, Proctor. I'm honestly surprised you're not a Neat. Like, I remember that one time I was like, I'm surprised Proctor's not a Neat. Because she seems exactly like a Neat. Is this map gonna be a joke? Like, well, probably not. It's not just gonna be an empty field. I'm actually a little bit scared they're gonna start putting Ballista back in and stuff like that. I actually interact with people IRL. Press X to doubt. Its campaign shouldn't have been about Erica the whole time. I agree, it shouldn't. Fernand? You march beneath Regil's standard now? Okay, he says that in the middle. Well, you kind of have to talk at jobs. It doesn't count. That's like saying, I talked to the teacher at school. It's like, well, yeah, you kind of have to. I don't know what a society circle is. That sounds like something you made up. You mean like a club? Do British just have weird things you call them? You know, I wouldn't mind if they brought back Ballistic, just not in the way that they had it originally, because that was really cool.
Oh, it sucked.
Yeah, it was really bad. There is a village there, which is interesting. Barely spoken to anyone over text for the last 2 weeks, let alone IRL. Dang, this guy's just been isolated. Stuff lying a little bit. What does everyone else think? I have no life. Alright. I'm a bum. Alright, what sort of map we got here? Actually, it doesn't look this ballistic. This actually looks kind of similar to the original map. That's kind of weird. They added a bit more to it, but it's still just like a 2 fields and a bridge. And I guess like a fort and a place we gotta seize. Yeah, this actually looks pretty recognizable. It's got a little bit more to it, but it's not that changed.
Yeah.
They didn't change this that much, and I'm honestly okay with it. Like, they just need to add a little bit more to it. It doesn't take much to fix a map. Did you rent her? Yeah, he rented a girlfriend. Rent a wife. She's got teleport. Oh yeah, witches are a lot less scary in this hack, I forgot.
Well, I'm an expert. I know things.
He's an expert. Oh, we got a longbow archer. That's kind of annoying. It's kind of fruity, not gonna lie. Level 13 archer. That's kind of funny. Didn't promote him.
But, Waleed, what happens after the rental period's done?
Your rental period has expired. Alright, what do we got? We got another boss here. Oh, you fight Fernand here. That's interesting. He's got the Duma charm. Attacks against armor and cavalry effect dice. Of course it does. He doesn't look that scary though. A little bit, but okay. This looks like a slightly better place to fight than that last map. So we got a okay. Can the witch destroy villages? I don't think so. Got a javelin. You got a heavy spear. Oh jeez, he's got a heavy spear. These guys are actually pretty good at. They actually kind of screw over your armors a bit. This could actually be kind of tricky. This start seems a little tricky. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I just remember every time you fight Fernand and Echoes, he doesn't have any weapon. He just has food like bread, honey. Like
they probably changed that.
I think he has some butter.
So I'm not sure what we're gonna do here, but we'll figure something out, I'm sure. So like I said, these guys, I mean, even if these guys, they might move. These guys might move, which concerns me a little bit. If these guys move, we could be in really big trouble. But let's assume they don't for now. Let's hope they don't. I don't want another ballista map situation where just like everything starts chasing you. Tony, stop making up characters. Recruit Hernandez. Yeah. Okay. Or maybe, with some luck, maybe one of the armies just don't move. With no luck, they both move, and that's really bad. Yeah, I'm a little concerned because I don't know how the AI is going to move here. I actually don't know. If they do a pincer attack, then... What's this song? Wait, this is Shadow Dragon music. Huh, they changed up the music a bit. Sacred Echoes made up cages? I know. But they didn't make up Tony. There's no Tony in this game. So
there's an Anthony and Rev.
This is true. This is very true.
He turns into a faceless.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. He is. That's a lot of enemies, though. It's a lot of enemies. Like I said, if they pincer us, we're probably dead. Or at least we're gonna lose someone if they pincer us. So I'm really hoping they don't. I'm really hoping they don't. Please do not pincer us. I do not want this to be a repeat of the Ballista map. Yeah, our guy's a little bit stronger. We have some better guys now, but that doesn't give you the excuse to just do stuff like this. Back to Alm, yes. We're finally in Act 3.
We're free.
For now.
No more boats.
Okay, does Cliff have the defense he needs for this? No, you're not Cliff. You're Cliff. No, he doesn't. Even if he did, he wouldn't be able to reach. Okay, you know, Clive would not be bad here, maybe. Finally home? Okay. Yeah, because I want to put someone right here on this tile. I think that'd be a good idea. Because if they do move, boats are a woman thing. True. They are.
Yeah, only women know how to use boats.
Yeah, only women.
That's why they had DEI pirate.
Yeah, true. Okay. You know what? Gray would actually be pretty good here, I think. Gray would be... He's got good defense, and he can double. The stats are so bad. Classic, yeah. How are we doing with the game? This could be really bad. If these guys pincer us, we're screwed. If they don't, we're not screwed. It's as simple as that. It's really as simple as that, honestly. It really just depends how these guys do it. Because we do this is pretty much this map, if you might recognize it. But now there's guys over here in a village and a witch. Can this one not teleport? No, she can't. Okay. This witch cannot teleport. Okay. Again, if they pincer us, we're screwed. If they don't, this is actually not too bad. Pincer from Pokemon, yeah. Pincer from Pokemon. They don't, I think. I hope you're right. I hope they don't. Because this
You just have to hope.
You just have to hope. Because if not, we're in big trouble. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to go in and get the initiative on these guys, but that doesn't mean I'll do particularly well. Like, just because I'm trying to do it doesn't mean I'll succeed. These archers really don't give us much work to work. They don't give us much room to work with, unfortunately. Unteleporting witches? Well, don't worry. They got one over here. See? You want a witch that teleports? They got you covered. They hit the checklist. Oh, the worst part of Echoes? Yeah, but they're a lot more manageable in this game because you used to see their range, and it's not really that big of a range. It's actually a pretty small range. The core part of Echoes, yeah, they kind of are though. They kind of are.
They're the only ones who got to keep Cargo Warp.
I guess there is a plus and a minus to not having Cargo Warp. There's drawbacks and there's good things about it.
Well, I mean, they only get it, so...
Wait, what? Am I in range? Oh, dear, that's not good. I didn't think I was in range of that. Uh-oh. And she's already warping. Okay, wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. No, your range was not that... No, something's really wrong here. Okay, wait, none of them moved? Besides those two? Wait, what?
Huh?
What?
Wait, huh?
No, that's not your range. What? Did someone want to explain what just happened? Okay, I admit with the archer, I may have just mislooked with his range. I admit that. The archer, yeah, I probably mislooked. But the witch clearly did not have range to reach that. There is no way that witch should have been able to do that. I don't care if she did nothing to me. That still shouldn't have happened. Too bad she didn't. Now, I would have been dumb if she did. That would have been completely unfair.
Character.
Teleported and moved? Well, that's how they act like in Echoes, but that's not what was scaring me. Is the fact that her teleport range, we could clearly see, and it was not that big. Okay, so these guys don't want to move. If these guys don't want to move, check warp description? What do you mean? Okay, I'll do that. User near a random enemy. That's not how it works, though. Like, it shows the range. It shows it can go all the way over here. Which is skill issue to you, I guess. I don't know.
Is the game just lying to us?
Maybe. That's what it feels like. It feels like whenever, you know in Three Houses where they say like the little forecast will show it's going for a certain enemy and then it just diverts to a different area? That's what it feels like.
That forecast needs to die in a hole.
It does. I think I know the reason why it works the way it does. It's because it's like, oh, well, they don't see a kill yet, so they're not going to... But if you factor in the fact they could see a kill, then it changes. What? Okay, thank you for actually hitting for once.
I'm fine with that. My main problem is, like, mid-battle, if you, like, equip a heavier weapon, it won't update mid...
that is kind of dumb.
Until after you're done with your attack.
I gotta help with groceries. That sounds fun. Alright, can we kill the archer? Actually, we can. I still don't know why these guys don't move, but hey, if they don't move, then I'm not gonna complain. I would like to get you out of the way, though. Don't we have... No, we don't have rescue. I forgot that I don't have Faye as a, We can war, but we can't rescue. Be gone, thought. Okay. We're gonna get the kill, too. See, I would... this archer kind of ruins things. The fact that these archers are here. This drink tastes disgusting. Well, yeah, it's alcohol. Of course it's gonna taste disgusting.
Don't drink it, then.
Yeah! Why do you do this, woman? Why do you drink alcohol even though you think it tastes bad? You know what?
You realize you don't have to drink it, right?
Europeans, when they find out they don't have to obligatory, they're not obliged to drink alcohol. Almost only level 6. Maybe we should fix that, actually. I didn't realize he was that low of a level. Proctor moment, yeah. Proctor moment indeed. Because I don't think these guys would do that much to Alm. Yeah, they don't. Although that guy does have an iron bow, which is a little bit scary. It's hard to watch this sober? Bruh. Bruh.
Ouch.
Is it really that bad? Dang.
I don't think so.
I don't know, maybe he just really doesn't like this, I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna put some tanky guys up front. Since these guys don't want to seem to charge us, hey, if they don't want to charge us, okay. That's all I need to know. If you don't want to charge me, I'm more than fine with that. I don't know why they don't, but okay, I'll take it. That's good for me. Nice dodge. At first I realized the key transformation. I was like, what transformation? What key information, though? What key information is she talking about? You know, I get the feeling I need to block the forts. I don't know why, I just do. I just get the feeling I should. I just feel obligated to do so. Wait, don't we have a hammer? Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Hope my wife comes back.
Well, did you miss this month's payment?
Not there. Okay, there we go. Give him the hammer. Okay. We should be good here. Maybe I want to heal. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'll go heal Tobin. But yeah, as long as only one army moves towards us, then we're good. They may also start moving on a certain turn. I don't know. But we're not really in range with them at this point, so it's fine. Even if they do decide to start moving for some reason right now, it's honestly okay, because we're just trying to take care of the others anyway.
You said she was a rental. What do you
Yeah.
mean too far?
Alright, you're gonna go attack the 11 sword guy? That doesn't seem like a smart move for you, but alright. It's a smart move for me. Okay, what do we got here? Gonna attack my hammer? Oh god, that nearly one-shots, dang. Guess the hammer is worth it. If it actually hits, that is. It doesn't even double, okay. Well, that sucks.
It is a hammer.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We're playing FE6 now, guys. Okay, they're starting to move some units. But only in the north. I guess it's just if you want this village, you gotta go and actually do the extra work for it. Which, hey, I will do. Hammer is good when it actually hits, you know. It's good when it hits. It's good when it hits. Alm tuck to Gray, maybe? Maybe. Forsyth? That doesn't... Wait, isn't... It's only effective against cavalry, okay. So it's not effective against armor, it's only effective against cavalry. It's not a Reagan leaf.
Oh.
So it's only good against cavalry. Okay. That's something to keep note of.
I didn't realize that.
Apparently it is. Apparently that's how it works. Alright, let's go and try to hit. Let's go with the hammer. I don't know if it's gonna work because it's kind of inaccurate, but no, it just never works. Okay. I'm glad that the game just gave me a useless hammer. At least we're not in range of the mage, though. That's good. There goes my painting session. Better luck next time, I guess. Alright. That doesn't kill. This almost kills. Why are armors suddenly so freaking tanky? Jeez.
I guess they got defense.
Well, I mean, because you and Faye isn't killing with Seraphim. She's getting close, but not quite there. Just really
Tanks are actually tanking. What the heck?
I think they actually have an HP stat. Yeah, they don't have any res. They have one res, I suppose.
What were we talking about earlier? Tanks need HP to tank.
Yeah. Why can't Rinka be like this? If Rinka was like this...
Yeah, why can't she survive on 2 HP?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? Who are we gonna get this kill to? Maybe Forsyth?
Forsyth.
The answer is always Forsyth.
I have yet to see an instance where it isn't.
Just like in FE3, the answer is always Tiki. Skill? Okay. Rinka more like mid, so true. You should say that in Dawnclave. I'm sure they'll react reasonably to it. Stinka, that's just an accurate description of it. I do need to talk, but I also need to give all my EXP.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to prioritize.
Probably. Alright. I'll make sure to ping Speedwin when you do. Ping him, ping Oof, ping Abundi, ping... forget what's his name, I don't even remember. It's just that guy that... He likes Rev, but he likes Rinka way too much. So much so that he acted like I insulted his mother when I said that Rinka is not very good or something like that.
I believe Rinkus is mom. What a poor guy.
I said something and he acted like I said like the most offensive thing ever. When I was just saying like, no, she's just not that good.
You know, Waleed, why don't you just add everybody? You know, gets the job done.
Tackle Thunder. What? Chunder? I don't know what the frick that even is. I think he just made up a word there again. She gave up making up words in English. Now or in Japanese. Now she makes them up in English too.
Oh yeah, watching a 7-minute video about Speedwing making up lore about Rinka. That's awesome. The deep lore of Fire Emblem Fates, bro.
I remember this guy was like, "Are you effing retarded?" I'm like, "Jeez, man, it's a freaking game. I didn't say go throw a flyer in front of an archer." Like, this guy genuinely sounded mad. Like, there's like a...
Waleed, getting banned is probably the best case scenario.
Do you remember Blocked? Not really. Yeah, he's talking about a guy there that was named Blocked. I don't know why he's named Blocked. I don't really remember the guy. Not really. I recognize the name, but I don't know much about him. Would you be okay? I think you would be. Yeah, still could be fine, unless she gets crit or something stupid like that. I've quit? Quit what? I don't even know.
Congratulations.
You quit drinking? Based. Oh, it's nothing. Don't mind me. Well, it's clearly not nothing. Got banned for that before. Banned for what? Like, I don't know. You were staying at the nearby village throughout dinner last night, and you didn't answer when seconds were called. And what if I didn't want more food? Please, you always want seconds. Sometimes you get thirds. And that one time, you even got fifths! You've made your point. Dang, nothing can get past you, huh? I've got the eyes of a mind. I've got the eyes of a hawk and some talons to match. Now spit it out. What's bothering you so much? I'm not bothered, I swear. I just never knew that the outside world was so big. It's nothing like Grandpa said it was. The old man was just looking out for you. Believe me, these roads aren't always so peaceful. Brigands used to prowl these trails all the time, waiting for the unsuspecting travelers to pass by. But now we're fighting Zophian soldiers. What happened to all the thugs they're talking about? Probably scattered and hold themselves up in their hideouts, if you ask me. Do you think they were responsible for that? To tackle whatever that is, so I don't vomit in my sleep. What? I still don't know what she's talking about. Just listen to echoes.
Is this like a drinking technique?
I don't know what she's talking about. Based one pig farmers, the most common bandit's worst nightmare. Gray, could you take this seriously? Sorry, I couldn't resist. Okay, that was weird support. Okay. Yeah, all needs to get some EXP. Okay, they're just moving that one shaman, okay. I'm not opposed to that. I am not opposed. Wow, we do like nothing to this guy. This guy's got a lot of defense. Okay, I think there's been a bit of a difficulty spike. It'd be really nasty if the other arm removed. But I'm just sort of like, wow, my guys kind of suck a little bit at this point.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been really nasty if they just decided to move both armies. I probably would have just game over it here. But thankfully, they were at least merciful and decided to just move a few units. That's fine by me. What even is chud? I swear she made it up. Like, it doesn't even sound like a real word. It sounds like the mix of, like, chud and thunder. Chud thunder. Chunder is vomit. It's just like some weird slang, or does it literally just mean vomit? I don't know. Like, I don't know. I've never heard the word before. I think you just made it up.
Wait, are you saying you induced vomiting in yourself so you could drink more?
I hope not.
Is that,
I hope that's not what you
is
meant.
that what?
I hope we're misunderstanding. I hope we're just confused what you're saying.
Because like with that description you just gave, that's what I'm thinking right now, and I hope I'm wrong.
I think we all hope we're wrong about that interpretation. Yeah, I think you have an addiction. If you're doing things like that, just so you can drink more, I think you have an addiction. Like, I think you actually have an addiction. I'm not just saying that because I don't like drinking. I'm saying that because that generally does sound like someone with an addiction would say. Forcing themselves to drink even once they're no longer really able to drink. With Chinese. I just felt bad. So does it have anything to do with alcohol? I have no idea. Because you said you made yourself throw up so you could drink. Or at least that's what I'm thinking you're saying. Okay, we'll just put you here. On the weekend, are you actually doing this, or... Like, I'm not sure at this point. I can't tell. HP, skill, and speed. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Anyone else want to charge us? I don't think any of them are going to start moving. It's a bit too much, buddy. Yeah, it kind of is. I bet you they're going to spawn a reinforcement at the fort. I don't know why, I just get the feeling.
It's concerning if we have the right of it.
Yeah, I hope we're kind of just completely off. What would Donny Boy think? I have no idea what he'd think. Good laugh. That's probably not the best reaction from the guy that wants to marry you. Over something that actually sounds like a health problem.
Yeah.
That sounds like an actual problem that could spiral into something way worse. If not taken care of sooner rather than later. Okay, they spawned out one enemy. That's not too bad. That's not too bad, but that could be annoying if I'm trying to fight a bunch of other enemies at once. I could see that getting in my way. That could definitely cause problems later on if we don't take care of it. On Route 1 dramatic changes for Part 3. Well, I'm curious to see what it is. Curious to see what dramatic changes these are.
Yeah, same.
Forgot to mention that tidbit. You make it sound like it's too late. I don't really think it's too late, because this map is not really too bad. I'm no alcoholic. Your words and your actions kind of contrast from each other. I mean, would a non-alcoholic be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go drink every single day. And I'm gonna induce vomit so I can drink more. Yeah, that totally doesn't sound like someone dependent on alcohol. Not a real one, huh? Oh, you're a fake alcoholic, not a real alcoholic. Sorry. I'm an unemployment-holic. So I need to see how I pull Fernand. They probably all have a group AI or something. Including this from what I remember. The gate being insane and awesome? What do you mean? What about it being insane and awesome? Like, this guy doesn't seem particularly scary. I don't drink every day. It certainly seems like you do. Like, I
You
can't...
make it out to be that way.
Yeah, I don't think there's any day that Proctor's joined. And she's like, I actually am not drinking today. I think she's always mentioned drinking alcohol of some sort. May not a certain specific alcoholic drink, but she always seems to drink some sort of alcohol. So it considers me this heavy spear. Let's see, that's what, like 18 plus 11? That's gonna be like 29 damage. It's still gonna do like 17 damage. Didn't drink on Saturday. Well, now you say it. I mean, that's one day, though. That's one day.
7 days a week.
Congratulations. Okay, Friday. Okay, you know what? Maybe she doesn't drink as much as I thought. But still majority of the week that you are drinking.
And like when you do, you just admitted to inducing vomiting.
Yeah, which is very concerning. Like
Which, even if it's not an everyday thing, it's still bothersome.
There's pretty big difference between how Slim seems to drink and how you seem to drink. Slim is the sort of guy that drinks like a little bit with his meal. You're the one that induces vomiting so you can drink more. I would say that's a pretty big difference. So I need to be very careful about this heavy spear guy. Not mentioned before. Well, I guess it is a kind of weird thing to mention, to be fair. I think if anyone's got a good chance here, it's probably Gray. Gray has good defense, he does magic damage. They're probably going to double him. He's an alcoholic. Well, he's not an alcoholic. He drinks alcohol, but he's not an alcoholic. At least he doesn't seem like one. Doesn't really seem like an alcoholic. I know he drinks, I don't think he's alcoholic, though. I think I can find out the boss's name. Yeah, I don't know. He's got a weird name. Zaxxon. Is he a Saxon? Okay, they're just gonna spawn out one random reinforcement per turn. Okay, I'm gonna test the waters with this forest. And if not, the next turn I'll just go into this forest and start attacking these guys. I bet you they're gonna start moving, though. Like, that's kind of weird. No boss today. That's actually a good thing if there's no bots. Yeah, we're at 11 viewers, which is pretty normal. I could believe that. 11 viewers is pretty believable. We've been higher before, so I could believe that. Can we kill this guy? I would like to kill this guy. Okay, let's do it. Alm needs experience. I feel like Alm is really deprived of EXP. Maybe he's not that much below where he should be, but I feel like he should be like level... I mean, Silica ended Act 2 at level, like, 11 or something like that. So, he should at least be like level 8 or 9, I think. What's alcohol even taste like? I've heard it's not very good. Which makes me wonder why people even drink it. You know, this stuff tastes awful. I'm gonna drink it anyway. That makes a lot of sense. Like, fat people that are addicted to, like, eating cakes and stuff make more sense, because, like, cake tastes good. So I can see why you'd be, why you'd have an eating disorder. But, like, I don't understand the logic of alcoholics. Yeah, this tastes like absolute garbage, but I'm gonna drink it anyway. It just doesn't make sense to me. Hey, Gruder King, we're just making fun of people drinking alcohol.
So, usual Monday stuff.
Yeah, you know. And we've started Act 3, which is a bit of a weird map, honestly. It's kind of weird,
Yeah.
but it's not that bad. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You just drink to get drunk? It kind of sounds like a Brit drunk logic, yeah. Kinda, yeah. See, I'm still not sure how their AI works. Do they just not move? Or do they have... I assume group AI. If they don't have group AI, then they're really easy to deal with. I'm assuming group AI, though. That's what I'm assuming. Oh, she can talk to... Alm. Of course she can talk to Alm. Wouldn't it be easier for him to get someone from the convoy than you? She's saying she can get someone from the convoy from to eat, but it's like... Alm literally carries the convoy with him all the time, so...
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just see what happens here. Is he gonna move? Are they gonna move? Okay, now they're moving. All right. Okay, at least Fernand moves. I doubt. Oh, jeez, he faces a lot of crit. I didn't realize that. Of course, Faye wants to talk to all. Well, yeah, that's just Faye being Faye. Well, he doesn't double. Okay. All right, but if he faced that's not really what I want to deal with. I didn't realize Python was in range of the Cav. Oh, nice. Okay, maybe I did the right thing. Okay,
Doctor,
yeah.
there's literally no benefit.
Besides inebriation, I guess. Okay, just kill that Cav.
I wouldn't really call inebriation a benefit.
I wouldn't either. Alright, that Cav squad is not as bad as I thought it would be to take on. That's really not too bad. I thought it'd be worse, but... Just get rid of the heavy spear and we can throw our armors in there. Can we just get rid of the heavy spear then? Kinda just got this for free. They don't even have that many reinforcements, which is kinda weird. I'd have thought they'd be a lot more aggressive with reinforcements, but they weren't. They really were not that aggressive with reinforcements. I think Fernand's gonna be the toughest one to take down, but he's not gonna be that bad. Fernand by himself is not really that scary. He's got a fair bit of crit, but I think just people in this game don't have good luck. My favorite serial lines: "Are you daft?" Cliff really needs another.
Yeah, I don't
better
think I've ever gotten Severin Awakening.
Really?
Then again, I just don't play Awakening.
That's true. That's what you should do. Solo life is still best life based. It's a very base thing to say. Alright, what we got here? Yeah, I don't like the fact this guy's got 3% crit. Does he have a lot of skill, or... Nah, he kinda does. But I think Gray also just has atrocious luck. That's part of it. Okay, let's just keep out of this witch's range for now. She can't warp, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Yeah, she is. Her parallel kind of sucks, yeah.
I mean, I know about her
Like
parallel,
level?
but
Wow. That kind of sucked. Go ahead.
Guiding moment.
Yeah. Forsyth. Oh, right, that doesn't do effective damage because it's got that, the Duma thing. The Duma charm. Yeah. Still does a fair bit of damage, though, regardless. Because that's just how the Forsyth works, you know? That's just how the Forsyth works.
He's to be reckoned with.
He is. Faye doesn't have thunder. That's kind of weird. I guess she just doesn't learn it. Is effort and it might scrub the next day, so for most instances it's better to just not drink anything. Then why would you do it? Like, you admit yourself it's not worth it. You admit yourself it's not worth it. It doesn't taste good. It screws things up. So why would you do it? I don't get it. Unless you have an addiction, which it's sounding like you do. It kind of sounds like you do. Because if you didn't, you'd just be like, yeah, it's just not worth it, so I'm just not gonna bother.
Also just a waste of money.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. That stuff adds up. If I'm gonna consume something unhealthy, it better at least taste good, is the way I see it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't like dark chocolate. It's like, it's chocolate, it's a little bit healthier than normal chocolate, but it just tastes like crap. Like, if I'm gonna eat chocolate, I might as well just go with the unhealthy stuff. Because no chocolate's really that healthy. But at least enjoy it, I suppose.
Well, Lee, just don't drink ever and just keep drinking orange juice.
Yeah, just drink orange juice, you know? Yeah, Cliff really needs his own bowl. His own bowl, honestly. I hate dark chocolate, same. It's a disgrace to chocolate, in my opinion.
The more it gets to like 100%,
The worse it gets.
cacao or whatever, the more it just tastes awful.
I've never had good dark chocolate. I don't think there's such thing as good dark chocolate, I'm afraid. I hate to say it, but I don't think it exists. He's got 8 res. He's actually kind of hard to kill.
Forsyth will do it.
Forsyth could at least chip a lot of HP off him, but he might just miss and get doubled, and I don't really like that. Well, it's not really that big of a deal. I love white chocolate. White chocolate's pretty alright. It's not actually chocolate, though. But I do think it tastes okay. I know my dad likes
I
white
don't know
chocolate.
how I feel about white chocolate.
It's alright. Well, you know what? I'd like to have whatever dark chocolate you had, because from whatever I've had, it's just been really, really underwhelming. Clive kill, maybe? Clive killing Ferdinand is kind of poetic, actually. Yeah, you know, let's do it. Let's go give it to Clive. Watch him miss. Watch him miss. Watch him miss. Watch him miss. Okay, no, he didn't. I've heard white chocolate, but I've heard it's disgusting. I don't know, some people really hate white. From what I understand, it's either you love it or you hate it. That's from what I understand. I think it's pretty good. It's not my favorite, but if someone gave me white chocolate, I'd be pretty happy. But, yeah, no, some people find it absolutely disgusting. I don't know why. Some people are absolutely disgusted by white chocolate. I mean, it is true it's not technically chocolate. It's just, like, really sugary. So, I guess it depends. I think it's pretty alright. I sent you some, but I don't have your address. It's so nice, I don't get you could hate it. I'm sticking to milk chocolate. Yeah, I prefer milk chocolate, of course. But I think if I were to rate them, I'd say milk chocolate is S tier, white is A tier, and then dark is like F tier. Like they're both pretty good, and then there's dark chocolate. It just does not belong. If anything, that shouldn't count as chocolate.
White chocolate's just like weird because it's just from this really weird portion of the cocoa plant.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like how it tastes.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite, but I will happily take it.
I suppose I'd eat it if it was put in front of me, yeah.
Like I said, I know my dad really likes white chocolate. Because I didn't know that, and then one day, like a few months ago, he was like, yeah, I saw there was like Lindt that was on sale that was white chocolate. And he even went, like, it's so rare for him to actually go and get candy or something like that. Like, you almost, like, he's usually the one that, like, no, you shouldn't eat too much candy. So it's really out of character for him, just like, yeah, I just decided to go to the store and grab some candy. There's some candy in the kitchen. Like, it's so out of character for him. It'd be like if Kamaru apologized to Waleed for calling him the N-word. Like, that's how out of character it was. Like, it's just incredibly out of character for him. Like, for some reason, you just kind of, like, obsessed with the idea of getting white chocolate for, like, a day or something like that. And so the next day, he's like, yeah, I have some white chocolate in the kitchen on the counter if you want some. Sakura dark chocolate is clearly... I've never heard of that. Oh, it's not actually a thing. You're just saying something. I don't know. I don't get it. Some Naruto thing. I don't know.
What in the world is Proctor talking about?
It's probably like some British chocolate or something. The only British chocolate I know of is Cadbury.
Like, yeah, that's not a thing in America, Proctor. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I guess Waleed's probably right. It's probably like a British thing. Yeah, I've never heard of Milky Bar. Apologizing for racially insulting someone? You're more likely to see pigs fly. That's true, you are. That is very true. You are absolutely correct. Alright, let's go take care of this witch. If there's one thing I'm glad that they removed after Arcanea, it's where only the Lord can go and talk to villages. That was just really dumb. I don't know why Kaga thought that Mars should be the only one that can go to villages.
Yeah, Proctor, this is the first time I'm hearing about this bar.
Yeah, I really doubt it's American if the Americans here have never heard of it. Could throw Claire in there. She's got 9 res. It's pretty nice. An American kid that looks like a cowboy? I don't know. I mean, certain brands do stuff like that. We're like, oh, we're authentic something when they're actually a completely different nationality. I mean, maybe it's not
like
British.
Japanese Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. But, like, maybe it's not British. 11 viewers, that sounds more like... Yeah, it sounds a lot more accurate. That's a lot more realistic. It's American, I've heard. Okay, maybe only in Rizu's part of the country. I don't know. Maybe only in a state or something. I don't know. American inspired doesn't mean American originated. Exactly. That's very true. Oh, we got some reinforcements here.
Yep.
Is Nestle, which is American. Well, just because Nestle is... Actually, isn't Nestle, like, Swiss or something? I thought it was, like, Swiss or something. Oh, well,
I mean, they sell in America, but...
Yeah, I don't know if it's actually an American brand. I thought it was Swiss or something like that. Okay, what do we got? We got a cab for here. We could use the Forsyth on it. But I think I would save for the Forsyth for actually threatening at cabs. One random cab is not really worth using, you know, a strong weapon on. It's really not that threatening.
Yeah, I looked this thing up. It's a UK thing.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought. We're talking about different brands of chocolates then. The great Azama Bros chocolate debate happens like once every few months. You know it does.
Although it's not really a debate, we all just kind of like milk chocolate.
Well, except for maybe like 1 or 2 of you. But... I always thought it was American with the kid. I guess not. It could just be a marketing tactic. Oh, it's American. I don't. You know, speaking as an American, saying something is American chocolate, I feel like would backfire as a marketing strategy because if you live in Europe, wouldn't you just want European chocolate? In my experience, European chocolate is just better than American chocolate. Like, Hershey's is absolute garbage. I know Hershey's doesn't represent all of American chocolate, thank goodness, but Hershey's is awful. I don't know anyone who's like, oh yeah, Hershey's is great. Even, like, think about it, just among you guys, all the Americans are like, yeah, Hershey sucks. Dark is so much better now. Dark is bad. Dark is Giga mid. 3 Musketeers is good. I agree. 3 Musketeers is pretty nice.
That's a candy bar we know.
Wait, we got the Duma charm? Okay. Alright, Duma's charm is ours now. Now we are charmed by Duma. I mean, he is my only cav, so I might as well use it on Clive. Could get Clive to do something.
Nah, give it to Forsyth.
Give it to Forsyth. I think any cheese is better than the American cheese. It is the epitome of bad chocolate, true. 3 chocolates. 3 Musketeers is pretty alright, I agree. Like, I feel like just about any candy is better than Hershey's.
My candy bar of choice is Snickers, but 3 Musketeers
Snickers
is
pretty solid. We're charmed by Duma. Pause. Nestle killed infants. Wait, it did? Maybe like years ago, right? I remember as a kid, I loved the
Why'd
Crunch
they do
bars.
that?
I remember as a kid, my favorite chocolate was just like those Crunch bars. I still think they're pretty good. So use
I like
Slave-
Crunch bars.
Also use the flavor. I bet you a lot of these chocolate companies probably do. Maybe not all of them, but I get the feeling that a lot of them probably do.
What, you mean like they got Oompa Loompas in the factory or something?
That'd probably be generous if they did. They mean like actual child slaves or something like that.
That's what it is.
But I don't think I've had Nestle in ages. You're charmed by Duma. Stop projecting. No, that's what Oof would be. Not me. I'm not charmed by Duma. I could cut the snag, but why would I do that? Why would I do that? Exploits Africans. Like I said, I wonder... I bet they're probably not the only one, but they're probably the only one that got caught. I'm not saying that to defend them. I'm just saying that I bet that there's probably others, and we just haven't figured it out yet. We haven't caught them red-handed. They killed Kameru's family. Kameru would not like that, but... Python's nearing a level. See if we can get him something. Yeah, why are bows so freaking inaccurate? Even when they're at 2 range, like they're most accurate, they're still just kind of jank. So they milk the new moms in third world countries, I assume. It was too expensive and not nutritious enough. They legit had people in hospitals. Bruh, that's pretty messed up. That's really messed up, yeah.
Ooh.
These guys don't give much EXP, do they? Okay, let's go get this village. What's in this village that's so guarded? The Regalia Knights are here? Blast. If only I wasn't too old to fight them myself. I'm old! Take this lance. It will help you pierce heavy armor. It's a freaking heavy spear, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I don't think a heavy spear is really worth all that effort. I mean, yeah, it wasn't really that difficult to get, but still. I don't know, man. This heavily guarded village, I think, should give you something better than that. Maybe like a silver weapon or something would be nice. Or a killer weapon, but nah, it's just a freaking...
Flower.
Because, like, heavy spears kind of suck. They always get you doubled. Because they're really heavy. Caribbean? Oh, yeah, he's from a Caribbean... Well, his dad is from a Caribbean country. Yeah, this map was actually... Like, it looked really scary at first, but then it was just really pushover. Major pushover map, to be honest. I bet this map would put more of a threat on Lunatic, though. Let's see. Just Iron Lances? That's not too bad. But they have a lot of guys over here. You know what? We're gonna go throw an armor in there. I think now might be time for Lucas or Forsyth. Wants Gradivis? I do want Gradivis! Come on, villagers, give me a Gradivis. Give me the Gradivis. Just hand me a Gradivis, random villagers, please. Okay, just gonna throw random cabs at me. That's really cool, game. That's really cool. I don't know why there's still reinforcements here. They're not, like, aggressive. They're just kind of slowly trickling out. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, to be honest. I don't know why they're doing it. Only Zeke needs Gradivis. This is anti-hardened propaganda. I cannot stand for it.
Yeah. Why does Zeke get to play with it? It's Harden's toy.
Yeah, it's mine. I took it from him. It's mine now. Finders keepers. Oh, that's a great level. HP, strength, skill, speed, and I believe defense. Yeah, that's a good level. A really good level.
Oh, I should probably also mention, Nestle does, like, a lot more than just make candy.
What else do they do?
Like... Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like, they also make Cheerios.
Oh, really? I don't know that. They gave African mothers baby formula that hurt the babies and would make the babies not drink the mother's milk, and the babies relied on formula. Oh, dang, yeah, that's really...
That sounds like chemical warfare.
They do underground drug deals. Yeah, that's really messed up. Can we block this guy off? Yeah, Clive, why do you suck this much? I mean, I guess you are Clive, so I kind of answered myself, but still. What does Kellogg's do? I don't know what they do.
They make frosted flakes.
That's the most I know of.
Slim has a point. Baby formula shouldn't exist.
Can we swap? Yes, we can. I'll leave on that. Okay. Alright then. I think this might be a good place for the Forsyth. Not because these enemies are particularly strong, but so we can go thin them down a bit. It shouldn't be too bad, but you never know. Let's see what happens. Okay. 2 damage. And he doubles. Based Forsyth. Doubling enemies. And he gets a level up out of that. Wow, that gave a lot of EXP. HP, strength, luck, and defense. Let's go. Okay.
It's Forsyth, man.
He dodged an 80%. Let's go, Clive. Maybe Clive is good for something. Okay, you know what? Maybe Clive hasn't fallen off. Maybe he actually still has something left to him.
Maybe just a bit.
Just a bit.
He'll get better once we recruit Matilda, if they have their A support.
Yeah, they should. Because we've seen the supports in this game actually do pretty well, actually.
Like typical GBA supports.
Honestly, they may have buffed Forsyth a little too much, now that I think about it. Forsyth wasn't that bad. He wasn't really that
typical
bad.
Forsyth.
Forsyth didn't need that much of a buff, honestly.
This is just average Forsyth. 1 for 1. They've just imported him.
Because, I don't know, I mean... Clive could be in trouble if he faces that archer. Probably not. Oh, that's kind of nasty. I don't like that. Oh, I thought you were going to actually hit that. That's not good. Okay, get a good level, I guess. I think he'll be fine, but you never know. Okay, you did get defense. That's good. That should help him. That should help him. So he takes, what, like, 5 damage, and then this does, what? 4, I think? Yeah, 4 damage. That's not too bad. Yeah, I don't like this guy's got a longbow. That's dumb. I don't like it. We'll just kill him with the axe. Or we can kill him with Gray, I suppose. Pick your way of killing him. Pick your method of execution, I guess. Yeah, why can't I have a longbow, huh, game? Why can't I have one? Why does he get the cool stuff? Why do the enemies get the cool stuff? I want my mug back.
Hey, they gave us Pala, Ketria, and Est. Rickard flew over with them. Yeah.
Base. Where are the 50 bots? Not here. Not here, obviously. Not here. Oh, Python's so close to getting a level. We're in pretty good shape now, I think. Anyone else needs to move? Oh, yeah, Claire does. I forgot that Claire was even here. Okay. Oh, he dodged an 81% again. Let's go, Clive. And lands a 50%. You know what, Clive? Master of RNG, I guess? I don't know.
Okay, Clive. Who are you, and what did you do with the real guy?
I don't know, but I like it. This guy's got an Axe Reaver. That's not really doing you much good, is it? Nice reaving that Levin sword, I guess. I don't know.
He's gonna reave the axe.
That I don't have. Yeah, Axe Reaver's kind of pointless when you don't get any Axe users, besides like 2 of them. Like how Chimera hates and commits crimes on me, Gumi. I guess. Always have, always will. And you know, that's where Chimera's gonna go and say, because it's led by a certain group of people, which he actually is probably right on that. He's probably right on that, actually. Can we actually hit anything, please? Like, come on, man. Just get a level. Just get a level. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, man. It's not really that hard. Alright, let's get... You know what? Screw it. Tobin, get in there. Kill, maybe? That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Yes, kill the woman, Cav. Alright, level 8 Alm. Strength, skill, and defense. Good level. Good level. Stop playing the victory music yet. Oh, probably because I'm not actually that close yet. Because there's still another enemy. Physically can't be beautiful unless she dyes her hair brown, black, or red. True.
He also needs to get over her lobotomy.
Yeah. This guy keeps landing 50%. Maybe this Clive is actually good. Maybe. Just maybe. You want to eat a McDonald's? You don't want to eat at McDonald's. You just want to eat the store itself. You just want to eat
the building.
Yeah, you just want to eat the building itself. You don't actually want to eat their food. Not that I blame you, but nice silk kill. Very rare silk kill.
What in the world is a chicken legend?
What is a chicken legend? That's what I need to know. She wants the entire menu, yeah. I mean, that sounds right for Dawnlet's woman.
Okay, you want McDonald's, but what's a chicken legend?
Yeah, I don't know. I know that McDonald's does actually have different dishes depending on the country, because they're everywhere. They're literally everywhere, yeah. So they're like specialty dishes based on certain places. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was like some European thing or something. I don't know what that entails, but then go get one yourself, yeah. Like, you could just go out and get one.
Okay, we've established you like it, but that doesn't tell me what it is.
Yeah. It's chicken, I don't know. Actually, considering McDonald's food is very questionable.
Chicken with an asterisk at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Probably not actually chicken. Probably like 2% chicken at most. Yeah, that. Yeah, I maybe had like 1 or 2 things from McDonald's in my entire life. And I plan to keep it that way. Chicken? Yeah, I guess. I don't like half as scared as you
No, it's
thought.
chicken question mark. We don't know.
Yeah. Okay, Python level, hopefully. Yeah, I like how he's like, you don't look as scared as you ought to. Well, I mean, would I look scared? This map's kind of been a joke. It looked way scarier than it actually was. Why would I be scared then? Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Python, why don't you look scared? You're 5 tiles away.
5 tiles away
The
from a
guy's
boss that
not
doesn't
moving.
move, that can't attack you at all. He won't move. He's just standing on his little tile for the rest of eternity. You really should look more scared, though. You really should. Roughly once a week. Dang, I guess you guys really like it. Was chicken fried in some batter? You don't know what sort of batter, just some sort of batter. Sounds about right. With spices and in lettuce with like a bread bun and 1 choice of sauce. The batter was spiced. I mean, see, in all fairness, if that were actually real chicken with real ingredients, that actually sounds kind of nice. The problem is,
However,
none of it's probably real.
McDonald's.
Yeah, it's probably all synthetic. Isn't that bad? They're far worse than fast food chains. Well, I mean, how many are worse? Are you over there than Chick-fil-A? I don't know about over where you live, but I mean, I've never had Chick-fil-A, but from what I understand, they're at least very like they're a lot nicer.
They are a lot nicer. They kind of sound like a cult, though.
Maybe they are. I don't know. But I'd be
But
more
the food
willing.
is a lot better than McDonald's.
From
I'd
what
say.
I've heard, their food is actually good. But I don't eat there because, well, no halal food. But if their main thing is chicken, but it's not halal, then I'm not gonna eat there. There's no point. The thing that baffles me is that my sister would eat there, despite being a vegetarian. It's like her diet would be even stricter than mine. I don't know what a vegetarian's gonna eat at a place called Chick-fil-A, but okay.
A place that almost exclusively serves chicken food.
I think she just
Like
got their
food made of
fries or
chicken.
something like that, and I'm just like, why would you? Okay, all right. Or like,
You're just going out. You're just going out for waffle fries. That's it. Not a full
I think
meal?
she actually would do that sometimes. I don't know. It's really strange. It was like real, like can't bar in pieces like real chicken does as opposed to chicken nuggets. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the ones in the UK have more stringent food, like FDA sort of stuff, or whatever your equivalent is that. Because I know that in the US they have way worse food regulations than most developed countries. So maybe in the UK they actually have to use real
Sadly.
ingredients. Maybe. I don't know. But over here, do they have vegan chicken? I don't think she would even eat that though. She didn't really like how meat tasted anyway. I don't know. I would not be able to ever do that. Like, you'd be surprised that we're even related because I eat probably too much red meat and she ate none. Well, I guess chicken is not technically red meat; it's white meat, but still. Yeah, honestly, I used to kind of be sold on that sort of stuff because it's like, oh, it's healthier than red meat, but it's like, no, it's probably actually worse because it's just weird chemical crap. So you're probably, even if red meat is supposedly unhealthy, red meat is probably better since it's at least just natural stuff.
Yeah, it's most definitely. If it's coming from an animal, it's most definitely better than like synthetic lab-grown crap.
Reinforced chicken. That does not sound like chicken. I don't know what reinforced chicken is, but that doesn't sound like real chicken. It's reinforced, guys.
The most unappetizing thing I've ever
Reinforced
heard of.
chicken. There's no halal option at the place. Yeah, I could believe something like that, but it's just like I wouldn't bother really. Or if they have fish, I guess they have like fish or something like that. You could eat that. It'd probably be a lot better than eating reinforced chicken or whatever, whatever the heck that other option was. Because I know I've had fish at certain places that aren't halal, because it's like fish is halal no matter what. So I just eat fish. If they have like fried fish or something like that.
Sorry, I'm just curious. So only some chicken is okay to eat?
It has to be killed in a certain way, pretty much.
Okay.
That's the gist of it. Yeah, and so usually it's not in most Western restaurants and stuff like that. They don't really do that because it's extra work.
Okay.
So it's sort of like that. Now you will maybe occasionally, if it's like at some sort of very diverse event, like for example at the university, like a university orientation, they may specifically offer like halal options because they know they have foreign students. So they may say like we have halal something, but it's usually just like one food that's specifically using halal meat. Because I remember there was like one dish they made using halal meat. They said it was halal, but it's just like, yeah, I'll pass it. Just had a banana or something like that.
Okay, sorry, I was just curious.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. But I think I would rather just eat fish or something, even though I'm not the biggest fish person. But like, you can just I know I like fried fish. I know it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but like fried fish tastes good, and it's
If it's fried,
common.
it's probably gonna taste good.
Now, of course, we have to look out for if it's like fried with like beer batter or something like that. Because I remember we were in a restaurant in Florida that my sister dragged us to. It's like some hipster restaurant or something like that. And we're like, oh, nice, we're gonna go get some fish. And it says made in beer batter. And I'm like, because I showed my mom, like, Mom, it says made in beer batter. And she's like, oh. And so we didn't really eat anything. Well, my sister did, but I didn't. I was like, yeah, thanks. Thanks, sister. Well, foods are way more common here. Well, yeah, in the UK it probably is. Oh, nice crit. Yeah, in the UK it's probably true. But over here, unless it's specifically like advertised halal, assume it doesn't. Assume it's not. Maybe if its owners are like Middle Eastern or from like Pakistan or Bangladesh or something like that, you could maybe expect that it's halal. The problem is usually the Middle Eastern countries that are common restaurants here are like Lebanese or something like that, where it's like, I don't know, like I don't know if the owners are actually Muslim because Lebanon is kind of just mixed, so I don't really know. If they're from like Afghanistan or something, it's like, well, that's pretty obvious, you know, like. Yeah, but when they're from like Lebanon, it's like I don't know. Beer better. Yeah, I obviously haven't had it. I think my mom said she had it before, and she's like, it tastes awful.
It doesn't sound appetizing.
Reformed meat. That also sounds really strange.
Oh.
Anything that sounds like. Go ahead.
It was meat at some point.
But it's been reformed.
They made meat too. They remade it.
Yeah, it like that does not sound like a good thing. They're trying to paint it. They're trying to package it in a positive light, but it's not. It doesn't sound normal. Google what British meatballs are. British meatballs? I don't think British even have. If they do have meatballs, it's probably inherited from the South Asians.
Okay,
Like
I'm
kofta
curious.
or something like that. Like Pakistani kofta is pretty good.
Wait, what? Huh?
Wait, what do you get?
It is a dish that is also a word that I will not say on stream.
Oh, it's like
but
a slang or something.
It starts with an F.
Oh.
It is generally used to describe people who are homosexual.
So Leon.
Yeah. I think you can get where I'm going.
Okay, yeah, it's just some sort of slang. See, I thought it was actual food, not something you would call someone. We emerge victorious, but the Sorors will be making their way back to the main force. We can't rest our laurels now. Wouldn't you agree, Clive? Oh yes, quite. What is it? You look shaken. Oh, right. Forgive me. You and Fernand were good friends. No, it's not that. Well, it's not just that. 9! I see the... Wait, don't delete that. Why would you delete that? You say really curse stuff, and you just say 9. Like, that's funny. That's not curse, that's funny. I guess Dolma's German is rubbing off on her. Forest storms. Oh, isn't this just that one forest map with all the mages, all the witches? I think it is. That one where Meng's lost his Iron Man. I will forever remember that map as the one where Meng's lost his Iron Man, because I genuinely don't know how you would lose an Iron Man on that map. It's not that hard.
The Arcanist Forest?
Yeah, the freaking, yeah, the Arcanist Forest. Like, it's not even that hard. I don't know how he lost there. Though, to be fair, in his defense, I guess, he already lost a lot of units before then.
Mengs finds a way.
When in doubt, yeah, just have Mengs fail it out. So, we got the first map of Act 3 done today. We're going to be diving a lot more into it next stream. Yeah, we can show Mr. Yeast. We don't actually have any memes today, so we might as well. I'm sorry, we have 0 memes. 0 memes. I don't have a single DM. 0 memes. Absolutely 0.
There wasn't enough time to make me have a make a meme with like a chicken and a suit of armor, so he's reinforced.
I guess. Yeah, that would have been kind of funny. Yeah, that would actually be a pretty good meme. Not gonna lie. Okay, yeah, let's go get it. Let's go get Mr. Yeast. I mean, I think you guys have all seen it, but if you haven't, Mr. Yeast. I will probably use it in the Three Houses compilation. I assume you're okay with me sharing your art on that video. I would assume. If you're okay with me showing it on this review, I assume you're all right with that. Okay, let me see here.
So Three Houses is getting the comp.
Yeah, it is. I'm working on it as is. Mr. Yeast. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for like the funny moments and stuff like that. And I'm in the time skip now, so I'm like halfway through finding the funny. It kind of a bit of a slow start though, I will say. Because I also included Season 1, but I mostly just included like the key moments, like the Brits killing. The Brits are going to be a big meme in this. They're not escaping justice. Why is it so big? I don't understand. Why is it so big? Wait, what the? What? This is so weird. That one Lorenz guy, no, I don't think I've put anything Lorenz in it.
Fair enough.
I mean, I don't know, I just didn't think it was that funny, to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, he'll probably show up at some point, but...
Yeah, no, I'm just messing around.
Okay, fair enough. Pretty sure Maki agrees the same way. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna show her Ingrid as well. Alright, there we go. There's Mr. Yeast. The yeast rises. Guess I won't escape justice either. Well, you didn't really kill anyone, though. I couldn't make it to the finale of Three Houses. Yeah, that is a bit of a shame. So yeah, there's Mr. Yeast in all of his glory.
He's on the rise.
He is. Anyway. Speaking of Maki, I think she said she would be here like really late, but honestly, she probably realized it's just so late that she's probably not gonna join. But
yeah,
or she's just working. I don't know. Let's see. Tomorrow is probably gonna be more Skyward Sword. Yeah, it'll probably this is gonna be Skyward Sword. So I'll do the Fire Sanctuary and Imprisoned 2. I'm not looking forward to that last part. Fire Sanctuary is fun. Prison 2 is not.
Oh, I didn't catch it. Are we still deathless?
Yeah, we're deathless for now. I
Good.
think if we do have a death, it's either going to be probably not in Prison 2. It's probably it's in Prison 3 because you can get a game over pretty easily. Like, what I think is gonna what could happen is where where the last shot where Gruus fires you, I could miss, and I don't think you get enough time to go and redo. So that's what scares me. Is like if I miss on that shot, you can just get a game over because you can't get back up in time. I think. Now it's pretty easy to aim, but like if I just happen to be slightly off or I land in an awkward way, that could be bad news. So that's the fight that scares me the most right now. Is the third fight, which will probably not be next stream anyway. I'll probably do the stream after that, but that does scare me a bit. It's
Fair.
in Prison 3 is way more fun than in Prison 2 because you're mostly just shooting crap at him instead of actually cutting off his toes, which is really annoying. But it's also probably the scariest fight against him because it's just you can game over if he flies too high. But besides that, I think the only thing else that can screw me over is Demise himself, honestly. I think that's
Makes
about
sense.
it. Yeah, there's not much that can really threaten me. Like, I don't think the Garahim fight's gonna be trouble. I really don't. I don't think anything's
Well, he loses all his power tomorrow anyway,
What do you mean?
because it isn't Pride Month anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. I was gonna make a joke that Gerudo King and I remember. At least I assume he still remembers. That was really, really kind of fruity. Not gonna lie. That happened during Slim's stream when he was playing Skyward Sword. Should I say it, Gerudo King? I don't know if you remember it. Maybe I should say it. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't know if he knows what I'm talking about. I know he was there at the time, so they're both kind of making fun of him for it, but he might not remember. What? So there was this really fruity thing that he said. He lost to Girahim on the second fight, the one in the Fire Sanctuary. And he said it was because of something else. Say it? Okay. So, pretty much he lost to Girahim, and then he said, I need to put some chapstick on. Like, right after he lost to Girahim. Like, it was like he said it almost like it was the reason he lost. Like, what, are you gonna go kiss the guy or something? It's like, that's kind of gay, not gonna lie. If it was just timed differently, I wouldn't make any joke out of it, but it was like right after he lost to Girahim. Like, if he just did that when he was just running around in the dungeon or something like that, I would not make a joke about it. But it's like, you literally said that right as you lose to Girahim. The freaking gayest thing in the game. And then you're like, yeah, I just needed my chapstick. I was like, well, why do you need the chapstick right now?
You gotta pucker up.
I forgot about that. Okay, you did forget about that. I didn't. I was gonna actually make the joke about it when I actually fight Girahim again, but I don't know. Maybe I can't. Since no one else is really around right now, I'll bring it up again when I fight Girahim. Because that'd be funny. Like I said, if he just timed that differently, I wouldn't make a joke about that, but he timed that in such a way that it was like, that was the reason he lost. I'm like, well, instead of killing the guy, you gotta go kiss him or something? I was choking on my food. Well, I don't want you to die. I don't want you to go die from choking.
But being funny.
Okay, fine. I'll stop. But yeah, so tomorrow is gonna be more Skyward Sword, and then on Wednesday, it's Monday. Nice hands. Oh, Commander, do you hear that? Well, I guess you'll find out. You'll find out next stream if you're here.
Yeah.
Since it'll be related more than it was here. But, yeah, so Wednesday is going to be more of this. We're going to actually fully go through, well, not fully complete Act 3, that'd probably take a while, but it's going to be the first full Act 3 stream. So, yeah. I have died before. The Triforce is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural. guess that does make sense. Did we save? I don't know. I think we did. Just in case. Alright, there we go. I think some of our guys got promoted soon, actually. I've been joining streams lately, but that's the price of actually sleeping good. Oh, hey, Mosley's still here. Well, see you guys later.
Yep, see y'all later.